Yep.
we will
Keep
start
informing
off
me.
by explaining where you started last time. And that was in the dungeon of this house that was clearly the grounds of some very cult-like activity. After putting the remains of this family to rest, you discovered that, or you were first greeted by the spectral family who left you the deed to their home, which you then found was changed drastically, mostly in the regards of missing all of its furniture. You then started traveling west towards the only village you've seen and encountered some dangerous things along the road at a farmhouse and saw no specific individuals traveling along the roads. After what was a pretty long day's travel and interesting befriending of a horse, your group finds yourself at the village of Barovia. A small light fog seems to roll in from the south and kind of leaves a thin layer over the cobblestone streets of this village, and most of the windows appear to be shuttered. You see a small table of older gentlemen, two of them sitting outside playing some kind of board game. They look at your direction as you walk up, and they nod at each other a little bit and then go into the house, different houses in front of them, and close the doors behind them.
Well, that seems ominous.
Not a very hospitable crowd.
They just walked into normal houses.
Just
Not
walked
like
into normal houses, closed the doors.
To be fair, Sazed probably looks like death riding on his pale horse.
I'm walking next to him.
Oh, way to try to make yourself sound cool.
Probably fits in better with that horse though than the rest of us. Having that ugly thing.
Well, hey.
Well, let's see if we can find some people. And Raylan will walk through the village
Or
and
at
look for
least some more
people.
friendly people.
As you continue to walk your way through the village, you notice that uh, a couple of people do quickly look out their windows, little shadows of movement from windows that aren't shuttered, and they quickly either close their windows and you hear a lock, or a lock on a door as you walk by. Seems like people are intentionally avoiding anyone that seems to come through.
Was there like
But
a sign, like upon getting
yes,
close to the village that said like "Welcome to Barovia"? Happy to see new faces.
no, it only said the one thing on the sign.
Just city of
No,
Barovia.
it said welcome to Barovia, or village of Barovia. Village of Barovia, I believe.
Well, let's maybe look for a tavern or something. Maybe someone there will speak to us.
Village of Barovia.
I look for a tavern.
Okay. It doesn't take too long. Most of the buildings here are very, very tall but thin. In comparison to buildings that you normally see people make their houses out of, there are a couple that are a little wider, but for the most part, they're very thin and tall buildings. However, there seems to be a couple of buildings that are much larger towards the center of town. One of which has a sign. It says the other one says
I did not hear the
blood.
first one.
Hey, cut
I
out there.
also did not hear the first one.
It says Bildrath's Mercantile. and the other one says Blood on the Vine Tavern.
I go into the mercantile building.
That's just
Weird.
that. Okay.
Okay.
Dude, I'm in a village.
Okay.
I'm here to shop. This is a shopping episode.
I need materials.
We need to
What time
find
would it
a magister of legal authority to recognize our ownership of this manor.
And you want to find that in the mercantile shop.
Well, I want to see what he's got to sell. I'm getting low on arrows.
Okay.
Okay, so you walk in, and there's a older-looking gentleman, probably about 60 years old. He is bald-headed, and he squints at you over his glasses. Oh, welcome, welcome. Come on in.
I come on in.
What are you looking for?
I'd like to get some furniture, actually.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna look around the shop and see actually what he had before I said anything.
Oh, I don't do furniture. I'm sorry. You're looking for down the street. That's not my area. I just this is a general store. We have, you know, stuff for hunting, stuff for living.
Alright.
Okay. So what was the name of that furniture store that was down the street?
That'd be Milkov's Furnishings.
By chance, could you happen to tell us why everyone seems to be deathly afraid of us?
Oh, well, you're definitely not from around here, are you?
Oh, no, we are not.
No, we're from around here. We're from down the street. We just moved in.
6 miles is
Down
not
the
exactly
street.
down the street to me, but
Well,
Yeah, it's just over yonder, you know.
we don't get a lot of outsiders, and judging by your clothes and hair, you all seem a little not from around here.
I think he meant yours
What?
closed, Sam.
Ever do you mean?
I don't have my good clothes on, unfortunately. I
Ah.
have my combat clothes on.
Well, Raylan's running there with his bright blue anime protagonist hair, so
Oh, me personally, I don't care. I'm excited to see outsiders. It means business.
So it
Yeah.
is-
So I guess you're from around here, right? Is that correct?
Oh, everyone here is from around here except for probably you.
Wow, that's
Don't like the way you
disrespectful,
said
I
that.
feel like.
everyone's from around here except for those who aren't.
Oh, we just moved in, man. You're making me feel bad about moving here.
You've moved in. Where have you
Yeah.
moved in?
We moved, the manor that's, it was about 3 miles down the road. We pushed it out a little bit,
The-
with some...
The manor in the mist.
Right.
The Drust
Oh.
Manor, I think, is, was it Drust?
Durst.
Durst?
The-
Yeah, there you go.
Drust.
The old Durst Manor. You're
Yeah.
living there.
Yeah, one of us has the
Yep.
deed. I don't remember who grabbed it,
Definitely not from around here.
Wait, is that not considered around here?
Oh no, of course that is around here, but you're
Ah, yes.
It-
but...
Recent
Is there
new
something wrong with that
homeowners.
place?
While they're doing that, can I look around the shop and look for 40 arrows, 3 sets of manacles, and 2 bear traps?
yes. Hold on, I'll have to write that down because I can't write that down. But sure. Can you ask the question again? I'm sorry.
Oh, me or him?
Was there something wrong with the Durst Manor?
Well, there are stories, and people in Barovia are very superstitious, so of course.
Stories. You want to add another one to the list? We can tell you a good one about that place.
We're a little stitious.
I don't trade in tales, just coin, but I appreciate it. I'm
Yeah,
sure
just some-
someone around here would love to hear your stories, though.
All right.
It was a tragedy what happened there, but they were laid to rest, and they are now the owners of a new manor.
Well, if you've come into property in the area, you should make it official then. See the Burgomeister. Oh well, the new
The what?
Burgomeister.
Burgomeister?
Burger, like
Burgermeister.
hamburger.
Burger. Oh,
Burgermeister.
yeah, you know, Meister.
And who is this new burger mister?
He is Ismark. Recently, his father. And he makes a symbol over his chest very quickly with his hands. He's passed away. His poor heart gave out, and well, it's such as things.
Where will we find
Were
this
any of you
man?
interested in shopping today?
Yes. I'm looking for 40 arrows, 3 sets of manacles, and 2 bear traps.
Okay.
Manacles
It is
need
not
to
the
be
sex
pink and
thing.
fuzzy.
Don't make it weird.
What was the name of the owner of this place?
Do not think we asked. Or his name is
You
Bill.
did not. But the front of the
What is her
front,
name?
the front of the sign said,
Bill Drafts Mercantile.
yes, Bill Drath's Mercantile. He's right now doing math, so
Seems like something you should get more proficient at in your business.
40
there.
arrows, 2 bear traps, what?
And 3 sets of manacles.
Okay, that'll be 160
back.
gold.
Oh my god.
Let's rediscuss this for a second.
Okay. What do you
How-
what's
How
the
much are
problem?
the arrows?
The arrows will be 20 gold piece for the 40 of them.
Oh my god, this place is expensive.
No wonder we got 300 platinum from those guys.
How much for the manacles?
The manacles, those are 20 gold pieces each.
Oh my,
do
are they
you?
solid
Yeah.
gold?
And how much for the bear traps?
Bear trap is gonna be that's 50 gold piece each.
We could have made a
think we did.
killing by grabbing those.
Grabbing what?
All right. Let me reevaluate my life choices real quick.
I'm back. Grabbing what?
Does he have stuff for making arrows? So I can just make my own that are like the arrow, like feathers and stuff.
I can go to the
Um,
woods.
Fletchery equipment?
Yeah.
I don't really have any. I don't make the arrows myself. I get them brought in from somewhere else, and I
Almost
don't
sounds
have
like
the
we need
stuff to make it.
sounds like we need to cut out the middleman here, unless we can, get a deal on those.
And 66 platinum.
Now, are these prices normal for this area? You must be the only
Well,
seller around.
I actually am, and he kind of takes his thumb and puts them between his suspenders, kind of proudly. I am the only store here in Barovia. Have been since my father built this store, and
But
yeah,
there's
we're
a
very
store-
proud.
Can I
There's a-
insight check him?
But there's a
Sure, give me an insight
Or
check.
for people that sell furniture.
Can you explain what you're specifically trying to?
I want to know if he's the only general store around.
Okay.
With those
And
prices, he
so-
has
I
to
want to know
be.
if the history is true too.
Okay.
If my button works.
He looks like he is absolutely serious, and he's the only store around that he knows of. There might,
Positive arrows.
I mean,
Jesus.
he has a confidence of a man with no competition.
Well, shit.
Out of curiosity.
Yeah, guys.
Tam, lock the door. Just kidding. I didn't say that.
So
He
would
looks
you
over,
happen
he
to
says
have a saddle, maybe some horse feed? How much would something like that run?
Saddle.
Or would that be somewhere else?
Probably cheaper to buy a new horse.
Well,
With a
it
saddle.
depends on how much of a saddle you looking for.
I've honestly never
Not
ridden.
much.
I've never ridden a horse before. I do not know much about saddles.
Oh, well then I have just the saddle for you.
Oh no.
Oh, I can't
It
wait to
is
hear this.
is a great piece here. I've got back. Let me go get it out of the back room. I will be right back with it. He comes back with what looks like a saddle. It looks a little bit old, but better condition than the one you've got on your current horse.
And how much does something like that run?
50 gold pieces.
50
Man.
gold pieces?
We are not buying a single thing from this guy.
Slightly more expensive than a bundle of arrows.
Sure, I could get you a whole beast. Make a saddle myself for cheaper than.
Yeah.
Wait, do they
You're
have
not,
beasts in Barovia?
I will find them.
Perhaps we
Wow.
should.
You know what?
You
I
could
think we
always
should
go
to
check
another place.
Merrick. He has a stables. He might have a better deal on a saddle, but this is the only one I've got, and I need to get my money back out of it since my horse, well, he makes the symbol over his chest again, passed away.
That's a common symbol for death.
For death? No, it's, sorry? Oh, you're outsiders, of course. It's a prayer. The morning Lord, should he return the sun, will, he just kind of looks off into space for a moment and gets quiet.
Wow.
Would we get a cart from this Merrick as well?
Oh, America. Yeah, he has anything like that you might be looking for.
Do you have anything that is not incredibly overpriced?
Overpriced. I've got to make my profit here.
I'm gonna wait outside.
Doesn't
I'm
seem
gonna
like you have
follow
much
Bond.
that we're interested in. I mean, do you have potions?
Oh,
Potion. I don't deal in anything quite as whimsical as potions.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for maybe some poisons.
Not particularly.
Oh, fair enough.
What about a hairbrush, for example, for a horse? How much would that cost?
Oh, that's real simple.
20 gold.
Let's say 1 silver piece.
See, you can be reasonable.
And he goes out the back room, comes back with looks like a decent wooden brush with nice bristles for brushing a horse.
I hand coin, or I put Cornelius up and tell him to spit out a silver.
His eyes go wide. Oh, goodness. Definitely, amazing people. Wow.
So you can see that we may know when something is a bit overpriced or more expensive than it should be, no?
Yeah, still definitely not from around here.
I have
That
this
is
magic
true.
pig. Obviously, we're delicate flowers and need good prices.
Well,
Do you have any fine paper or ink?
I have paper, yeah, and ink. How much do you need?
I think Gan just got an erection.
100 gold worth?
that'll be
Here's your
500
2
gold.
As you express the amount that you need specifically for, like, a spell's worth, is what you're going for, is like a spell slot level, or a 2
Uh,
I guess it would be.
what?
What the book defines as 100 gold pieces worth, right?
What the rule book defines as 100 gold pieces. Yep.
Yes, okay. He pulls out the amount of paper that you need and the amount of inks that you need, and he says, "That'll be that's a tall order there. That's a real tall order. I'll say 150 gold pieces for all this right here." He slaps the top of the stack.
We fit so much spaghetti in this bad boy.
If I buy twice as much, will you give me a discount?
Give me a charisma, just a charisma check.
Oh no.
You can do it.
That's a save, but
Oh.
I shouldn't cut discounts, because if you go tell someone that I gave you a discount, they'll want a discount, and I can't really do that.
How about a
If you
bulk
don't give him a
order
discount,
purchase? How about a bulk
you don't
order
get-
purchase? How about that?
if you don't give him a discount, well, we'll just tell him you did anyways.
Ah, for psychology, I like it.
Be an intimidation check, Tem.
Oh, not great.
How about if you get twice the amount, we'll call it 250. And you don't tell anyone I gave you a discount. Tell them I charged you more.
All right,
That's
I
a-
I'm
will.
okay with that.
I will. I'll tell them that.
That sounds like a
Double.
terrible business idea.
Okay, sounds good. He brings up another huge stack of paper, a bunch of ink, and he sets it there in front of you. Here you go. Have at it. And he reaches out his hand towards you for other coins.
I'm gonna-
give
can I-
him.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just want to say, like, before any money is handed over, like, we are outsiders, sure, but we are not stupid, and it doesn't look like you get many customers around here, anyways. There's definitely money to be made, but don't cheat us for it.
See you for a moment, and then he kind of nods. I understand.
Give him the money.
Okay. He takes the money and he quickly shoves it into a pouch that's sitting on his hip. You notice as he does it, he counts.
God damn it.
Like a
Which I
wrecking
guess
horse.
if you mostly had platinum, then he probably had to give you change. But
I'll do the math.
Cornelius
Okay.
will
I
exchange coins
take
for
the
you.
papers and I definitely place them within the confines of my scarf.
it's an interesting sight to see Nikolai scarfing like handfuls of paper into his scarf with his scarf assisting him, gently placing vials of ink inside itself.
I stare at the guy the whole time while I'm doing it.
That's creepy.
Steps back, awkward, like, your friend's got extra arms.
That's
That's a new one.
that is clearly a scarf.
I've never seen
Yeah.
a scarf like that. Seen arms like that.
So that's
It's just a basic scarf.
You ain't never
You're just
Ever.
confused.
had a friend like me.
so sorry again. There's no reason that anyone here is scared of us besides the fact that we are outsiders.
Oh, they're scared of everything.
Uh,
Superstitious lad, I've told you.
What is this that they are superstitious of?
Kind of squints his eyes a little bit, looking at you seriously. You know, there are stories about things that happen and You don't want to worry yourselves, but there's just ghost stories, just rumors.
Probably something similar to the Durst mansion.
Right, stories like that. It's just tales they tell their kids, and then they grow up to adults and they think they're still real.
Or they don't grow up to adults and they die.
To
Oh,
create
such
exactly.
is
backwards.
life. And he makes the symbol over his chest again.
Does everybody in here worship this morning lord?
Well, not everyone. Some people aren't strong of faith, and they don't think the sun will ever come back. And he makes the symbol real quick over his chest, and then he just stares off, going silent.
What does the symbol look like?
It's kind of like a quick 5 points across his chest and shoulders, all of which return to the center of his chest. Where his heart would be.
Is it like the cross just without the forehead?
It'd be more like
Like a star.
kind of like
Yeah,
a.
can you
not
draw
like
it
a
for us
star.
later?
Yeah, I'll draw it for you later.
Or draw right there, yeah.
Could do that. Hold on.
Oh.
No, it's not like that.
Oh. If that was upside down, it might actually be scary.
Something like that.
Right? Pretty
Either
creepy.
way, who's
666. I don't like it.
It's
Like the rays of a sun.
yeah, kind of like the rays of a sun, I guess you'd say.
Oh, that's weird.
And he's still just sitting there, completely silent, staring off into space.
Well,
Ah, well,
guess we'll go look
I
around somewhere else then.
Can I pull out my mirror and look in my mirror?
Your lycanthropic form stares back at you.
Can
And,
I use it to look at the rest of this village?
Okay, all appears as you walk out. It all appears to reflect back normally, from what you can tell. Give me a perception check, though. As the last of you walks out, he kind of seems to snap back, and he says, "Oh, come back anytime. Glad to have you."
Yes, yes.
Did you say morning
May the
lord?
sun return.
He did say, "Morning, Lord." Yes.
I was gonna get something.
Oh, okay. Go on ahead.
Would you happen to have
Oh, one word.
some paints and canvas?
Yeah. Paints and canvas. I'd have to brush the dust off that. I don't think I've had a request for something like that in a while. Let me go check. And he goes to the back, and he's back there for a minute. You hear some shuffling around. And he comes back out with a small bag and a couple of canvases in his hands, and he says, I've got this. This is what you're looking for? It's roughly the equivalent of a painter's kit.
Yeah, that'll do.
Let's see, for all this, 65 gold.
My God.
Nice.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Okay, well, if you do, it'll probably still be here.
Well, thank you.
Have a good one.
May the morning sun return. And I walk out.
Okay. He does the symbol quickly over his chest as you say it.
I think we'd have to rob him in order to purchase anything from his store.
This place is not great. I think we need more information. We can try the
assuming
tavern there,
everything's
see
gonna be
what...
expensive.
Raylan, your perception check. As you look through the mirror, you see down the road a little bit, an old woman is pushing a cart. and behind her is a donkey that is, or actually, the donkey is pulling the cart. Sorry.
I was about to say that would be
She,
kind of funny.
she knocks on a door and hands something to the person inside, and you see the person kind of wave at her, drop something in her hand, and close the door behind her, and she continues on to the next house.
And make my way towards the lady.
Thought we were gonna go.
Yep.
Ah,
Are you making your way downtown?
I guess we're going.
Yep.
Where are we going? Raylan.
Well, we do have to make our way to a furniture store. But I tell you one thing: if it's as expensive as this place was, we won't be buying much.
I think I might just settle with a bedroll on the floor, to be honest.
Okay. Raylan, as you approach this old lady, she's just knocked on a door, and someone has shook their hand at her and closed the door quickly behind her. And she's continued walking on to the next door. She spots you coming up to her, and she stops, walks away from the house, and goes, "Oh, hello. How interesting to see you. Would you be interested in a meat pie?"
I would.
Oh, yes.
What is-
that's what?
What is in this meat pie?
Oh,
If you don't mind me
well,
asking. We're not from around here.
not from around here, you say? We don't
I'm from
get
around here.
many visitors in Barovia. That's so wonderful. Well, it is 3 silver pieces for a whole pie, or
Give her 3
silver
pieces of silver.
Oh, okay. Well, wonderful. And she hands you, wrapped up in a small cloth, a nice-sized pie. You could probably eat 2 portions, or eat half of this, and it would feed you like a whole day.
Yeah. Hilarious. Can I smell it? See can I tell what kind of meat it is?
Yes, as you smell it, and she's describing it, it's definite. It smells like rabbit. She says, fresh from the hutch this morning. They just got to age. Took some of them out, and
Oh my
well,
God.
had to put them down. But these pies are delicious, and I think you'll find it's worth it. And she winks at you, Raylan.
I've seen that show.
we
She
found our
clubs him with a
cook.
pipe.
Well, we don't want to starve together, so I will eat the pie.
Right now
you
in the
take-
street.
The whole pie or half the pie? Because
Is it
it's a lot.
Is it like I'm thinking like a gyro sandwich, or is it more like an actual like meat
it's like
pie?
a
shepherd
large-
pie.
Slices.
It's like a
Yeah.
large meat pie.
It's
Are
like
we talking like an
apple
8-inch
pie.
pie, 9-inch pie,
Oh
square?
my God.
Probably like an 8-inch pot pie that is
Okay.
probably 3 inches thick.
Nice.
I'm just sitting here holding this pie.
Well, it's wrapped in a cloth.
Okay, I will ask her if she knows where we could find the Burgermeister.
Yes. Well, the new Burgomeister, Ismark, his son, he's taken over. He's down in the mansion south, and she walks forward a little bit, points down the street, and you can see a very large house far at the end that stands out much more above the other houses. He lives down there. His father passed away just yesterday. He finally succumbed to his heart issues, and I believe they're having a viewing for a little while. I'm not from the village myself. I live west of here.
That's like the
Don't we
opposite
live?
direction we came, right?
I was gonna say, don't we live west of here?
We live east of here.
No.
Yeah,
We
we
went west
live
to
this
get
way.
here.
Oh, that makes sense that we'd come in from this way. Looking at this pie, and then looking at my group, how many pies would I need to feed everybody?
I think that 1 to 5 probably
pies?
do it.
3 pies would feed everyone because a half a pie is basically the equivalent of a ration.
Oh,
Can I buy 2 more pies?
Oh, of course, yes. She takes 2 more pies out from the cart, and they're still hot and steaming. She has a big blanket that's covering all of them, kind of to try and keep the heat in. She hands you 2 more. They're kind of just stacks them on top of the other ones.
I never caught your name. What is your name?
Oh, everyone around here just calls me Granny.
Ah, nice to meet you, Granny. We are
Big
the
eyes you have,
Mistborn?
Granny.
Is that what we decided on?
Oh,
I believe
Mistborn.
so.
Yeah, I believe
I
so.
haven't heard of that militia before. How interesting.
New up and coming.
Brave too. To speak of the mists so openly.
This is what I wanted to ask you of. Everybody here seems to be afraid of something. Would you happen to know what it is?
Well, how did you get to the village, dearie?
We walked from the east.
Oh, then you have seen what they're afraid of.
The
They
creepy, crawly backwards men.
and more.
Is there more of them? Because
Oh, the area around here can be quite unsafe if you don't know how to navigate around it, or have the right tools. And she pulls out a small necklace, and it glows faintly. Looks like a small silver orb. And she says, "This right here was handed to me from my mother, and she told me it would always protect me. And I've walked these roads safely for decades."
Hmm. Do you know where the
But
Durst
some,
Manor is, Granny?
oh, terrible story. The Durst Manor.
What is this story?
Oh,
What have you
really?
heard?
Oh, those parents killed their children and uh, locked it up, and no one's able to get in the house. It's terrible, terrible, tragic tale.
Hmm.
Wasn't that hard to get in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were invited in just before coming here. Maybe yesterday.
and now it's ours.
It was a
Yes.
terrible tragedy what happened in that manner. But we have laid the family to rest.
That we have. Granny, I wanted to ask you, we're in need of some services at our newfound home, the Durst Manor. So we're living there now. Turns out, like Says it said, yeah, we put them to rest, we laid them to rest. But would you come by every morning and deliver us some of these meat pies?
You're asking this old lady to walk
Oh.
6 miles?
Yeah.
Oh,
You got a
that is,
donkey?
that is so far. I don't think I could deliver pies to here somewhere for you. And maybe not every day. It takes me a little bit of time to get home,
Hmm.
and I don't have enough every day. Animals take killing to cook them.
Yes, you don't need to walk that far. That is very far.
I can offer you some more. Maybe you can find a way to put them up for later for eating.
I don't think they'll last that long, unfortunately.
They can hold for a couple days. They're not stored out in poor condition.
We have just a perfect storage container for them.
How cold is it in the void?
I don't think it's
Perfect
just normal
refrigeration
temperature.
Yeah, but bacteria can't grow there.
The air is kind of salty too, so it preserves a.
Have you been out that way before?
Oh, east. I've never gone out there. Nothing but farmlands and the wall.
The what?
But you know the area pretty well.
I have been out there before when I was younger. I've wanted to see the wall, of course, but
Is the wall?
Oh, the
Did we go through
wall.
that wall to get to
We
this?
came through the gate, yeah. That's the big ass wall that we came through.
With the headless statues?
Yeah.
I was just curious if you knew, because I was trying to make a map when we was on our way here to kind of keep track of where we're going and stuff. And the sign said it was 6 miles to the house, but by my calculations, it was 9. Would you know why?
Oh, of course, you're not from around here. Let me show
We,
you. She
we use the
uh,
metric system.
I
she
keep
takes
hearing that a lot.
she takes your your quill, and on a piece of paper she draws a 6, and then next to it she draws a 9, and she says, "This is 9," and she points at the 6, and then she points at the 9, and she says, "And this is 6 here. I I only know that you've might have this difference because I have met one outsider before, and he spoke of this strangeness. I think he went mad."
I'm terribly confused.
Yeah,
I
that is kind of confusing, but thank you for clearing that up.
I point at the 6. What number is this?
That is 9.
I draw a 7. What number is this?
Well, that is 7.
That
Hmm.
that hurts my head.
Can I hold up 6 fingers and ask her how many fingers I have up?
That is 6 fingers.
Now I'm more confused.
Now she just kind of looks her eyes around at all of you. She takes the paper again and she writes down the numbers just like Raylan wrote there, and says, "This is 1 through 9."
Ah, okay. That is a very odd difference.
So in Barovia, it's 96. Nice.
I think
No, it's 69. It's still 69 in Barovia.
No, your back would be turned.
Okay, so
Nope.
numbers are a little different. Got it. Anything else that is oddly different that these outsiders you mentioned may have confessed to you?
oh the where you're from, this is not a thing. Or is it?
Not to this degree, no.
No. It surrounds our land, and maybe it keeps out something worse. I just know that it is not wise to travel into it.
Hmm. I wasn't able to get through it as much as I pushed. I couldn't get through it.
Okay.
And, of course, I guess there is another difference, and she looks up, and as your gaze follows up, the moon is not full, but it is significantly more progressed towards full than it would normally be, considering how it looked just the night before.
Hmm.
How
So the
often do
phases
you
of the
get
moon are different?
We're gonna have to get ourselves a muzzle soon.
how often do you get full moons in this land?
Well, usually
Every night.
the moon shines at its fullest every 8 days.
Oh
However,
my.
uh,
I look over at Raylan.
that could be different, depending.
Depending. You said that's very ominously. You have to continue. Can't you say that?
Um, there are other things that are different here, and you should just all be very careful of who you befriend.
Sadly, I've already made several mistakes there.
Hmm.
I must hurry along. I have many meat pies to sell while they're still nice and hot. And she pats on the donkey and she says, "Come along, come
Real quick,
along."
Granny. One last thing. I'll toss
Yes.
her. I'll toss her a gold for a time.
Oh, thank-
What about Bildrath? What do you know of Bildrath?
oh, old crank.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. I'm glad you said that.
He charges
He's
weight.
the most honest and fair man in all of Barovia.
Is there anyone that charges a little less than him? This was a bit out of our price range.
Sadly, for what he's got, he's the only one in the area, but perhaps you can find some Vistani. They travel the road. Sometimes they come through here. They trade in all sorts of things, and they love to haggle.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
All right, guys, I got a great idea. We figure out a way to get cheap supplies in, and we just sell them for a couple gold less than that crocodile old man, and we'll be set for life.
May
We'll
the
grab a bunch of berry trash
morning
while we're in that
sun shine
cave.
again. And I try to do the thing that he did, but to her.
Oh, well, that's very nice of you, dear. And she nods and come along, Bucky. And her and the donkey continue on around the road.
I don't like this.
God, you look like a tourist, Susan.
Only one way to learn. Right?
And I look around for the stable guy.
Apparently, judging by the way they all lock their doors, we all look like tourists. But like the evil kind.
The couple people that you have seen, you have noticed their clothing is very plain, black, gray, dirty white, no variation of color whatsoever. Pretty pale skin for the most part. Some of them, their skin tone is slightly purplish.
I go back in the
But,
mercantile store.
Okay.
So are they similar to the ghosts? Are they similar like to the children that we saw originally? Like
Some of them,
skin
yes.
tone?
Some of their skin tone is slightly that purplish color, like the children were. You go back into the mercantile store while Raylan heads off towards the stables.
I'll catch up with you one moment. Going to get the
You're getting a Mistborn robe. Get one for me.
That's what I was going to get.
I was just thinking, I was like, I already said I was going to the stables, but I want to go in there and get a robe now.
Mr. Bildrath, was it?
Ah, yes, Bildrath's Mercantiles. That's me.
That is wonderful. Do you have any just black
It is.
cloaks?
Cloaks? Yeah, plenty of cloaks.
May I have? Is there anybody else in here with me?
You want to go in with Sazed?
I poke my head out. You guys want the cloaks too?
I
don't-
refuse.
Feels like
Oh,
a
I
weird
just-
uniform, but
Sure.
Sure.
Make sure you get a nice one for me. Best cloth he has.
can I get 5 black cloaks
Cost
and
us.
1 slightly gray cloak?
It's gonna cost us like 10 platinum.
Yeah, sure, I can do that for you. No problem. Give me just a moment, and I'll come back.
I look around the store while he's gone.
Okay. He's got all kinds of stuff you'd normally see in a typical general store. Oils, flasks of oil.
Does he have any
Lantern.
like pictures over the bar or anything that might give me a hint of maybe some background knowledge on him?
Doesn't seem to be any personal effects whatsoever, but as you're looking around, kind of just standing in the corner behind the counter in a very like shadowed area, you do notice something no one really saw before: a very tall individual, man, probably in his like 20s, looks like he's about 6'5", probably about 200 something pounds.
That's his. And it's a man?
Yeah, he's just standing there quietly looking at you. He doesn't look aggressive or anything. He's just kind of staring at you.
I wave at him.
His name is Lurch.
I do the
Get out
the
of my
sun
head.
I do the sun
Get
symbol
out
as
of my
well.
head.
He just kind of keeps staring at you. Doesn't acknowledge you really. The guy comes back. He's got some cloaks, and he says, he's got 5 black ones and 1 gray one. And he says, how about let's say 10 gold for these.
This is a lot of money. You know, these are just cloaks, right?
I'm aware they're just cloak, but I am giving you a fair price.
That is not true, and you know it. But seeing as this is our first time here, I will pay this
Giving
price.
you a fairer price than I give others.
Do I believe that at least?
Give me an insight check if you'd like.
Better than others?
Fairer than others.
For all we know, I think
Fuck.
he's just cost more in
Eight.
Barovia.
8.
8.
He
So
seems
obviously inflation is a
probably
lot
giving
better
you a
here.
price better than what he gives other people. He says it.
Then 10 gold. Okay, hold out your hands. I
Okay.
bring up the pig. And I give him 1,000 copper. Is
Oh.
that 10 gold?
Maybe? He just starts counting it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How to make friends and alienate people. The Sazed story.
He just kind of pushes the cloaks over the counter. He says, "Yeah, okay. Take your cloaks, and he starts shoveling it into his shirt, kind of, because it won't fit in the pouch on his hip.
If you would like, I run a nice money changing business. I can turn that into higher denominations or any other coin you have in this area for you, if you'd like. Small
No,
fry.
I'd hate to be a bother. I can manage with copper around here. Plenty to buy with copper around here."
Okay, that's fair. Before I go,
Not your store.
who is that fine gentleman over there in the corner?
Well, that's my nephew Periwimple. He helps me with the store.
Wonderful. Nice
Perry
to meet you,
Wimple?
Periwimple.
He kind of lifts up his hand a little bit, kind of shyly, just holds it up and then puts it back down.
Okay.
Yeah, he carries the heavy stuff.
Okay, this is getting weird. Have a nice night. May the
Yarp.
sun rise again.
Oh my goodness.
That's Periwimple.
He only says, it's okay. He only says two things: yarp and narp.
I bet you he fucking swings a mean crudgel.
Did
Alright.
anyone go with Raylan to the stables?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I'll go meet up with them whenever.
Do 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 do.
Okay, at the stables there is a kind of chubby looking man named wow.
Wow.
I'd rather his name be
What a
Butch.
weird name.
Named Ivan. And he says, he kind of looks taken aback as he first looks at you, and then his face goes back normal, and he's like, well, welcome to the stables. I'm Ivan. How can I help you?
Hello, Ivan. My name is Raylan, and I'm looking to buy a horse.
Buy a horse. I got 2 horses that I
Is it
can
for
sell.
sale?
I a couple more, but I can sell 2.
Which
Do you have a
one's
cart to go with
the-
it?
Cart or a carriage?
Carriage.
I have both. I just need a specification.
You
on
hear
which one.
inside your head. Carriage.
Whichever one carries the most. The most for like.
Well, a cart is specific for carrying stuff. A carriage will have seating, though, and some space, but mostly for people.
We'll take the carriage. Actually, does it have? How are the seats in it? Cushion seats?
Oh my
Um,
God.
Let's go
I
look
can-
at it.
I can put some cushion seats in it, but it's well, I'll show it to you. It takes you around.
Sure.
It's an okay looking carriage. It's not anything amazing by any means.
What about the horses?
The horses look much better than any animals you've encountered on the way. These have definitely been fed and brushed and taken care of.
What color are they?
There is a black one and a brown one.
I'll take the black one.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
The The horses are going to be 100 gold pieces each.
That is
All right.
the
I'll
price
hand
of
it-
like
I'll-
20 arrows. Are you sure?
I will hand him 10 platinum.
How much for the cart?
Does it come with a saddle?
No, saddle's going to cost you separate. Saddle I can give you for 20 gold pieces.
Almost as
Give
much
him
as a
2 platinum.
horse.
This carriage here, though, without modifications, as it is, I got to get at least 200 out of it.
Copper?
200 gold
That's
pieces.
20 platinum, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that fucking hurts my soul.
I can put cushion seats in it, but I'll have to get with
Nope,
Eric over there about trying to get something going on.
Okay, so 20 platinum for the the cart.
Oh, gee. Ooh.
gotta get-
Yeah.
You still got to get a horse to pull it.
And then the horse. So if I buy both of those, so how much was the horse?
100.
Horse is 100 gold pieces, or
How much
or
in
10
platinum?
sir.
So 30. So it would be 30 platinum total. Is that correct? If I buy both of them and then we add on the cushions, how about we say 25 platinum for the both of them with the cushions all at once, right now.
Oh,
It's a great deal. Platinum doesn't come through here that often. It'll look nice and
Ah.
shiny. The wife will be super happy.
I got no wife.
Well, your girlfriend. No, you probably don't have that either then.
Wow.
Are you trying to get a good
Oh,
deal
could
or
probably
have them
get one,
upcharge
though,
it?
after selling this. You know what? We'll say 275 gold for both of them, and I'll put the cushions. It'll take the day, at least.
Can you? Okay, that works. I will take that. That's fine.
Can I ask the good fellow, whose name I already forgot, if he knows where there's a leather worker in town?
I've been terrible.
Don't know of any leather
Oh,
workers.
Ivan.
The only person that might deal in leathers would be, and he spits on the ground and he says, Bildrith over there.
I spit on the ground as well.
I'll spit with him.
You
I hate
guys
this
are
guy.
spitting in this man's stables.
I'm just gonna say from the background, fuck that dude.
Yeah, he's a great sod. I hate.
Telling you.
I will thank Ivan for his time and the horse. Ooh, while I'm here, can I get some feed for the horse?
Oh, feed is a silver piece of bag. Bag of oats probably lasts you about a week.
Oh my god.
I will buy 3 bags.
Okay. That puts me a little light. That's about all I got there.
All right, I'll take 2 bags.
Oh, the other one's for me.
I
Right?
have enough for myself. I'm talking about for selling. You can.
Oh, I don't care about other people. I'll take 2, and then Steven can get 1, or Tem can get 1.
Okay, so that's a silver piece from Tem and 2 from Raylan for the feed.
How much do you think those weigh? Like 5 pounds each?
Like 10
Just
pound
leave
bag.
him in the carriage. We'll pick him up on our way home.
A 10-pound bag.
Okay.
There's not a ton of room for storage on the carriage. Like you might be able to put bags and a couple of things and maybe some stuff on top, but it's mostly a carriage for
Oh
seating.
yeah. Hell yeah. We're traveling in style. We're not fucking around in Barovia.
All right, I will ride my horse out.
Oh, can I get that carriage painted black? As well. Black raven crest on the side.
I'm not much of an artist.
Yeah, but somebody is, right?
You hold on. Let me see.
How much silver was the feed? I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy writing it down in my inventory.
2.
It was 1 silver each bag. When you go down there to the furniture store, if you talk to him about it, he might be able to paint something on
Okay.
it.
Okay.
He's
Oh, that's
much
fair.
more artistically inclined. Good caretaker.
All right. Thank you, sir. We will be back for the
Oh,
carriage this afternoon.
I'll try to get this finished by then. I'll send one of my stable hands over there to get him over here with the chair.
Thank you.
What is that horse?
Nico, he's with me.
Oh,
Why is his head so big?
yeah.
He's a smart boy. Did I get to the stables by now?
Yes. Oh yeah, of course. I'm sorry. You could have walked up to it. Sorry.
Ah, yes.
Did you get the brown one? You said, Tim.
I got the black one, so he had to get the brown one. Yeah.
Oh, hi there. That's a nice looking horse you got.
He is very hungry. Would you happen to have any feed for sale?
Oh, I don't. Well,
I forgot about Nigel.
I can. He looks quite hungry. I can sell you a single bag, but it should be enough to last you for a bit.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you very much. Would you happen
It's
to have, like...
1 silver.
I don't actually know. What is a delicacy for a horse? That's just like a carrot or an apple?
I give them apples. They like a good salt lick.
Oh,
Big block of salt. You just set it out for them, and they'll lick on that.
would you happen to have maybe a spare of that or two? Just as a snack.
I have a piece I could cut off for you, I guess. We'll say 2 silver.
That is very fair price. Not anything like that nasty merchant.
Bildreth, and he spits on the ground.
That's...
Raylan in the back spits on the ground too.
Oh, are these the hooligans that just bought all your feed from you? What is wrong with you people?
Hooligans, they're
Look
quite
at them.
generous.
They look awful.
individuals.
No, I'm just
I'll hold
kidding.
him a bag of. I'll hold a bag of feed. I was like, I was bringing you a bag, Sazen.
I'm just kidding. I know them. They're not bad people.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I was a little worried there for a minute.
It breaks
Okay,
out
2
skills.
silver. I put the pig up and have him spit out 2 silver. There you go.
Oh, wow, that's a wonderful trick. How do you keep money in the pig?
It's actually eats them. I think it slowly digests them. I'm not sure. It's still new to me.
It's not even wet. Wonderful.
Can I ask the stable guy? You said his name was Ivan, right? Where
Ivan.
where's
Ivan.
Merrick?
Merrick? He's just down towards the Burgomeister's mansion. If you head down, he points through here. He says, "Yeah, you head down there. You'll find his store. Well, his stores."
Oh,
Was Merrick not the stable guy?
No, Merrick was the furniture store.
Ah, okay. All right, my
oh,
bad.
yes. Sorry,
Merrick
almost forgot.
Furnitures.
Nigel here, his poor saddle is very, very poor condition, as you can see. Do you have anything
Oh, yeah.
maybe slightly nicer?
Oh, I can refit that one for you if you're with them and you can come back for it when they get the carriage. I can probably have someone or put some new pieces on what's good here, and we'll call it, let's say, 10 gold.
And gold, that is a wonderful price.
Oh,
I
yes.
hand him 5. Wait, is it 5? 5
We had one
electrum?
platinum. Oh,
be-
electrum.
Give him
Yeah,
5
I
electrum. They got like the picture of Strahd on them, right?
It'd be 20 electrum.
Oh, yes.
Electrum is half a gold.
I hand him 20 electrum.
Oh, thank you. And he looks at you kind of warily and he says, it'll be done for you, sir. Don't worry. I
Okay.
promise.
But he looks a little weird at the coin.
He looks very nervous.
This coinage, it seems to strike a chord with you. Have you seen it before?
Oh, never, sir. Never before. It's just interesting day. Lots of coin coming through. Lots of
No.
coin today. New visitors, purchases. It's I should be getting to work.
Okay, thank you very much.
Electrum is
Thank you.
it's like $2 bills. You know they're real, but they still look funny.
$2 bills
Surprised
with
they weren't worth a lot more here, to be
a
honest.
devil's face on them.
Yeah, you know.
So the gold and platinum doesn't have Strahd's face on it?
No.
Only the Electrum.
Yeah, that's weird. I feel like the Electrum should be worth twice as
You see
twice
the way
as
that
much.
man looked at this Electrum was a little weird.
Yeah, his eyes lit up when I showed him platinum too, though. So
He seems to be more fearful of the Electrum, though.
I have a feeling that there's more bartering going on around here than cash purchases.
Anyways, what did you guys get? Obviously,
Raylan
Raylan got
sitting
the
on a
gold.
horse.
Oh, Tem, here. I got you a cloak. I hand him the gray one, and I hand everyone else the black one.
I take my.
Alright, throw the cloak on.
Do I have a dagger?
I also throw the cloak
I take
on.
my saber and I kind of slit down the back so that my quiver of arrows and bow and arrow can stick out of it.
That's
should've
probably a
gotten
more
that
elegant
tailored.
way to do that.
Yeah, I probably should have gotten that tailored.
Eventually, it's going to be streams.
Well, now he
So that
blends
when the
in
wind,
more.
when the wind blows, I look
It
like a
gets
ghost.
wrapped around his neck and chokes him to death.
It's caught in a door jam.
in a hotel.
As you
in
walk through the
Thailand.
door, make a dexterity saving throw. What? The door slams behind you, catching on your. Oh.
DC
It
50.
pulls you back
so
on
you're
your
good.
ass. Oh, I didn't see that whisper. Sorry. No, you do not detect anything as you walk through the streets. Sorry.
That's alright, thank you. I figured you'd see it eventually.
Oh, okay.
I feed
as you're
Nigel some of the salt lick.
It's about the size of two bricks.
Oh my
It's a
God.
block of pure salt.
That is
and,
not what I anticipated.
Horses just typically lick it for hydration and stuff.
Yeah.
Feed him one of my carrots I have then.
Okay.
The ones we used to put out for deer have a hole in the middle, so you put a bunch
I
of
offer
fruit.
to take the salt lick.
Put a bunch of fruit in the middle. I love that shit.
That is a much. Never seen a salt lick before. It's much bigger than I thought. Maybe later.
Want me to carry it for you?
Sure.
I grab it with one of my hands.
As you walk through the streets, the couple of people that you do see in the streets do continue to seem to avoid you. Most of which ducking into their house or an alleyway that, as you walk by, you no longer see them in. Each of them giving quick glances in your direction before they kind of walk off hurriedly. None of them specifically run, but it's obvious that they're avoiding you
Even
at
with
this
the
point.
cloaks on? I guess now we kind of
Even
look like a murder
with the cloaks
squad.
on.
Does all of our Electrum have Strahd's face on it? Like all the
Um,
stuff that we have too. Like so, if I have,
I don't have any
I
electric.
have 16.
Yeah, I
I
have
also
16
have
as well.
Any Electrum that you have on you would have been gained because everything else was turned into like the pig. It
Oh,
would have been gotten from that pile of treasure, and all of those Electrum coins did have Strahd's face on them.
Okay.
I tell my pig
So-
to turn a silver into an electrum.
Okay.
Does it have Strahd's
Can
face
I-
on it?
No, that one does not.
That is so weird.
Can I take like I'm gonna grab like a handful of Electrum and go up to like the closest house that I saw somebody like rush into,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take one of those coins out. I want to knock on the door first and see if they answer.
Okay, it's a small, shoddy-looking kind of house. The
Yeah.
shutters are closed. You knock on it, and you don't hear anything. You don't see anyone come to the door.
I'm gonna knock again, louder.
Are we the terrorists?
You hear a little bit of shuffling inside, but no one comes to open.
I'm just not. I'm gonna knock hard, like real
Tem,
hard,
there-
like
Tem-
as hard as I can
Tem,
without
there are
busting
other
the
ways
door
to
down.
do that. You can just announce.
Just wait 1 second. I want to try something.
You see
And I'm gonna yell in there. We need to talk just for 1 second. It's very important.
you see some eyes peek out through the shuttered window, and
Away with them.
the door. You hear a click, and then you hear another click, and then a couple more,
Oh my god.
and then the door opens up just a little bit, and you can't really see anything inside. It's all dark. Even with your dark vision, it's just not open enough for you to see in.
I'm gonna slide one of those coins with Strahd's face on it through the door.
The door slams shut immediately. Be gone, devil! And you hear click, 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 click.
May the morning sun rise again.
All right.
Did they take the coin?
Oh yeah, they took it. I tossed it. In.
As you start to walk away, you hear a sound of clinking metal behind you, and you look behind you. There, right in front of the door frame, is that Electrum coin. It seems to have been pushed from underneath the door.
Oh, that's nice of them.
Well, next time we see Granny, maybe we should have a conversation with whose face that is.
Do we
And
know
what he
whose
means
face
to
it
this
is?
town.
Interesting.
Sora said it was like some ghost tale of a king that went mad.
Sounds like there may be... It may have some truth to it, after all.
Perhaps we could talk to the Burgermeister.
I would like to stop by.
Maybe
the
not show
furniture
him that
store real
coin
quick.
yet. Save that as a backup plan. The town seems afraid of this. Strahd van something, which... Wait, he told us the name. Somebody
Strahd.
told us the name, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sora
we got the
said
name,
the
and,
deed.
and he was, and he's on the deeds and on the
Oh, it is on the
letters.
deed, yeah.
As you're walking around through the town, you see a building. It seems to be two different houses kind of stuck together. And out in front of one, it says Milkov's Furnishings. And the sign in front of the other one says The Last Rest.
What was the name again?
Milkov's Furnishings.
The last rest. That was his coffin shop. Buy some coffins.
As you walk over towards it and you look in through the window, that is just coffins.
Nice!
Just wall to wall coffins.
And they're
almost,
like,
with
That's
paths to walk through.
I bet you that guy.
they're together like a Taco Bell Long John Silver.
Yes.
Taco Bell Pizza Hut, maybe.
Nice.
All right.
This odd business model. I guess if you make furnishings, you can make coffins too.
No, I think
I
it's more
hitched
like
my
a
horse up.
gas station and a fast food restaurant than.
Can I work on a spell while I'm following these people around?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You can totally do that.
All right.
Well, when
I
we
will
get
be
the
doing
carriage,
that,
you
and
can
I
do
will
that.
not be paying attention to anything.
I will walk
Okay.
into, after hitching my horse, enter Milkov's Furnishers.
Okay.
Sure.
As you come in, there's a bell that rings as the door hits it, and a tall, thin man with a top hat, and he's extremely pale, kind of ducks through the doorway from the other building and says, "Oh, greetings. How can I help you? My name is Bolton Milkov."
Alton.
Oh,
Business.
Milkov. I only had one quick thing here.
Real quick, before you start, Tab, do you
yes.
deliver?
Deliver. You live in the town, in the village here.
Just a little bit outside the town.
A lot of it outside the town. We're still not sure exactly.
Are you
We're staying at the old
Wanting-
Durst Manor.
We own.
Are you interested in furnishings?
Furnished.
Or
Yes.
or coffins.
Oh, never delivered quite that far out before. I
Outside the wall.
think a wall.
Outside the wall. Yeah, I think that's
Outside the wall.
I nudged him. Maybe he needs a tip, extra coin for the delivery.
I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull Raylan aside. Who has the deed? Somebody has the deed, right?
I don't
Dresley.
have the deed.
I do.
Can we look at the deed? I feel like the deed has something to do with the furniture in the house.
It's
We need to have the
literally in
deed
your.
signed.
Oh. Not really. The deed just says that we own it. It does not
It
specify
doesn't say that we
anything.
own it.
It has.
says
We have to have
Well,
it notarized.
Yeah, I meant
Yeah,
it does not
once-
specify any.
Oh, we probably should do that next.
Once it's
Should do
notarized,
that
I
and
think the
come back.
furniture will. Yeah, I think we should come here last. I think we should wait a couple of days before checking furniture. Get our deed notarized, check the house, make sure nothing shifty has happened, and then come back.
I like that
We
plan.
can do that if you'd like.
We can window shop while we're here.
Sure, yeah,
Oh,
I think that's.
Oh, does this town have like a adventurers
party?
guild? You know, something fun like that.
Adventurers Guild, like a clubhouse for children.
Says it laugh.
Ah, shit. My hopes and dreams are shattered.
Yeah.
No, like I guess any...
You want to register us as an adventuring party so we don't get fined.
This is.
You know, maybe
That'd be a
figure
good
out.
idea.
This
what
does not
type of
seem like the
mission?
type of place for something like that.
You never know. You never know. It's a decent sized town. There's a lot of weird stuff happening here.
They may have a militia of some sort, but not as Granny said. But
Okay. Okay.
I don't see very many of these citizens taking up arms for glory.
Well,
Arms for glory. How funny.
See?
We do not have a militia here. Is Barovia safe?
That you said
All
that.
things considered.
As
Oh,
long as you're not out on the road.
Like I know what you just said, but you seem to not even believe the own words coming out of your mouth.
Well, every place has its dangers, does it not?
Oh yes, for sure.
It is much safer than the other places around here. Well, aside from maybe some of the other towns or villages that are in the
What?
area, but
Other towns are in the area.
oh, they're quite a travel.
Are there any in the
So-
east direction?
I mean, we walked here,
East.
so
All that is east is farmland, and the wall, and
Our house is in such a bad spot.
a Durst Manor, I guess, if it still stands,
That's
as
it.
you
Does.
claim.
we should ask about that farm.
What of
Every-
the other? Well, we know all we need to know about that farm.
Yeah, more like does everyone else know? Was this recently? Did we ever figure out if that happened recently or no?
Granny seems to have known about the backwards man, so
Oh, okay.
she says it is dangerous all around here. But these other villages, what do you know?
The
of
only
them?
the only one I've ever been to is Valaki. It's west, past the Sarah Falls, past the mountain. It is high walls, a very safe place, protected.
Does it have a friendlier mercantile business?
Oh, Bildrath.
Really?
Yeah,
He's pretty infamous around here at this point.
How does he remain
Yeah.
in business? It seems nobody likes him.
well, no competition. It helps, I guess.
You would think someone would make competition.
Yeah, there's a lot of buildings
Oh.
here.
It has been suggested that I turn my shop into something that sells wares like that, but I can't part with the space on how much money I make with my current businesses.
I assume you are
God.
referring to the other section of the store.
Well, furniture's in high demand sometimes.
Coffins all the time.
Oh. Is the way of things in Barovia.
Hmm.
I just made the Burgomeister's coffin, former Burgomeister's coffin. If you'd like to come look at it before it's delivered to their home,
Definitely.
it is quite a wonderful and elegant piece. If I may say so myself, it's the best work I've done. As he guides you over there into this store full of coffins, he has one very elegant one, kind of sitting in the middle of the room. It's got nice satin lining, looks very well furnished. This guy is a master of his craft.
This is
Good sir, this
very
is a
nice.
work of art. Anyone should be extremely happy to be buried in this.
Well.
Do you have any child-sized coffins?
Oh my god.
Well, when tragedy calls for such a situation, we do make such circumstances possible. I apologize. I give my condolences for your loss. But what are the measurements, if I may be so crass?
I was just curious. I don't have measurements.
Oh,
I look outside. I look outside real quick. I'm like, how about a horse? Make horse
Oh.
coffins?
Oh my god.
Nigel's not looking so good.
Nigel is in
Well,
great
Why would you
care
worry about
now.
a horse coffin? That's so
it's
odd.
not typical in Barovia to bury a horse.
Just making
Such a waste of good meat, but
That's
See, he gets
wow.
it.
Nobody,
I have-
no, nobody is
I have-
eating Nigel.
I have built a coffin for, if you've been to Bildrath's, I'm sure you've seen his
nephew.
nephew. Yes.
Ah, yes, very,
quite a
very
quite a
good.
large individual, and so was his father. Quite an endeavor that.
Actually,
was.
yes, none of you even saw him. He was in that shop the whole time, just looming in the corner in the shadows. It was awful.
Oh, he's been touched by the mist, no doubt.
Wait, excuse me?
Has very many people been touched by the mist?
Oh, that happens sometimes. People are born different, and we say they are touched by the mist.
What about people that
means
are born to the mist?
born to the mist?
It's a new
Well, I
phrase. I'm
guess
trying to
that is
get going.
how we would say it. I guess they're just not like normal people.
Our group name is
That
the
we aren't.
Retards.
No, I meant
It
to.
is too. Oh my god.
I meant to ask. While we were on
What
the
if we see
subject,
one of this board? People are gonna think, oh, they're the retards.
while we were on the subject of the burger mister, how old was he when you said he passed recently?
Oh, ripe age of 67, I believe. Quite old for a Burgomeister, if I might say so myself.
I'm gonna say, is that the normal age to pass to
Oh, well, such stresses come with a position like his. I imagine that it wears on an individual. Myself, I'm a young 89,
Oh
and
my God?
and I still feel as young as I did when I was 29.
You don't
But I
look
have
a
no
day over 40.
stresses.
I
Oh,
say, does this guy
thank
actually look
you.
his age, or
This guy looks his age. This guy looks his age, and then maybe a little more.
You don't look a day
Oh,
over
okay.
50.
Oh, thank you.
Can I look at him through the mirror?
He's
an
just holding the
old-
mirror up like selfie.
No, I do it very discreetly. It's a little hand mirror.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
We all stare at him.
yeah?
What's my passive? 14.
Natural 20.
Oh,
18.
You kind of pull your mirror out and glance at it, kind of angling it towards him, He is a tall, thin, creepy-looking individual. He does not look any different in the mirror.
I'm trying to figure out if the
he-
mirror shows just me or if it just shows everyone that's weird.
He
Sounds
does.
like just you.
As you're looking at him through the mirror, though, he kind of takes his hat and lifts it up a little bit, looking at you back through the mirror.
Oh shit!
What's a
He's got a high
wise,
passive perception.
the wise old man. So, are we not
What's he look
finding
like under
anything
the
yet?
hat?
Bald.
Interesting.
Except the he's like bald on the top, but he's got the white hair, the long white hair that comes down around to his shoulders.
Well, it was
Wonderful.
nice to meet you, Mr. Milkov. Was it?
Yes, Milkov.
I think we need to do
Bolton,
a little more.
Bolton Milkov.
Bolton.
Come
Milkov.
back should you need furniture for that new home of yours. And
I think
if
we have to
you'd
take
like...
some further measurements, and we may be back.
Okay,
Milkov, there
should
is one thing.
Yes?
I needed one thing. So, Ivan is actually working on a carriage
Oh my god.
for us, and I need it painted.
Oh,
Do you think you'd be
Okay.
able to do something like that?
I can paint a carriage.
Okay. I want it kind of a matte black.
Matte black. That's good. I don't have a wide selection of colors.
Is that one of them?
Yes, I do have black.
Nice. And I want
Plenty.
I'm gonna pull out my glaive. Boom, just summon it.
Oh,
and...
okay. As it poofs into existence, he kind of jumps back a little bit in a gasp, and he's like, "Oh, how amazing!"
Apologies, I didn't mean to startle you.
Oh, no worries.
And then I'm gonna show them the ravens that are on there, and I'm gonna be like, put one of these on each side, on each door.
I think
it has
that
two
can,
doors.
that can be done.
Was he actually startled?
I don't know. Give me an insight check.
I'm not paying attention.
Oh, well.
That was outside the game.
Oh,
So I
He
retract
seems
the
startled.
question.
he seems startled then. I can probably paint that on. Let's see. That's going to be a little bit of a task, though. I'm going to need probably a day for drying. Say, something that detailed. I'll call it 30 gold for materials and work.
Cam,
That
you
sounds good.
realize that the sun does not come in this land, so the color difference may not even be noticeable.
I don't care.
The sun is up there during the day. It's just got a nice blanket.
That is fair.
Yeah, I still want it.
I'll kind of like pull Tim aside just a little bit, and I'd tell him, if you want to save some money, I could paint that for you.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be great. So do you want me to just get him to paint it all black then? I feel like that'd be pretty boring for you. If you want to just do the artsy part.
I can do the ravens if you'd
That
like.
seems so
Hell yeah.
condescending.
I feel like asking you to paint the whole thing just plain black is. I don't know. Are you a good painter?
Beneath
Can
her?
you paint?
I think.
Yeah, I mean that seems like the apprentice's work. Painting the canvas wall one color seems boring.
Yes, but maybe Dresley could do a better job of it than anyone else here could.
Well,
Ah.
if he just wants to coat it black, then all I'd really have to do is the detail. So it's up to him.
Exactly. I don't want to waste any of your time painting this whole damn carriage black. So I'll get him to paint it all black, and then you can do the ravens. That's fine. That works for me. We'll have to stop by that bastard. What's his name? Fucking Bildrath to get him to paint the damn thing, or to buy paint. I assume.
And Raylan's horse
Well,
outside. That's
I have paints. I just wanted some extra. But I have enough paints for it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll owe you some paint then. Okay. Well, Mildrat? Nope, not Mildrat. What is this
Milkov.
guy's name?
Bolton.
Milkov? Yeah.
Milkov.
Bolton Milkov.
Bolton Milkov. Mr. Milkov. So
Yes.
just black. Just, take it in a
Oh.
booth, spray the entire thing black, and then we'll call it there.
Spray it black. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, I can do that. If you're just looking for just painting it all black, then we'll call it 15 gold.
All right, sounds good. So,
Did you
so
ask for
Ivan is
red cushions?
Shit, I didn't. So I'm gonna have to go back up there and talk to Ivan, but I will let him know that you are on your way to paint this. He's doing the interior currently, and you'll be doing the exterior. So he'll be expecting you.
If I might suggest, should you choose this color for your carriage, perhaps you might find some kind of a moniker to fly from your carriage, just so people don't confuse it with one of the locals.
Would that
A
be a bad
moniker?
thing?
Like a flag or something of that sort.
What do you suggest? What kind of flag should I put up there?
A white one.
What's wrong with the black carriage?
Would it be a bad thing to confuse us with a local?
And can I pay him?
He walks over towards the door to the other shop, and he closes it, and he walks to the windows, and he kind of just gingerly lets down the shutters, and he says, the Lord Strahd von Zarevich, and he lowers his eyes and his head as he says this.
David does a little stand cross signal.
He
He doesn't do that.
goes about in a black carriage, and it is extremely recognizable, and I doubt that yours might get confused, but should it, people won't attack you, but they definitely won't regard you kindly.
Seems the locals of here fear the Strahd von Zarevich.
As anyone should be wise to do. He's a great leader, though.
Does he come
really
to this town often?
keeps Barovia safe.
Can I insight check him on that?
Sure, give me an insight check.
I feel like anybody knows he doesn't mean that.
I don't know. But you can take the first one. That's fine.
He's holding something back a little bit, you can tell. Something
Does
of
this
that.
guy know that we're here to make Barovia great again?
Well, I will keep that. Do you think the ravens that we paint on the side, will be significant enough?
Oh, perhaps. I would just simply err on the side of caution about drawing his attention. We do not get outsiders very often, but the last time that we did, I was quite young then. The last time I saw them was when they came through here. They drew his attention, and he did not get along with them.
I'm not concerned.
Does
I
this
appreciate your warning that I'm.
does this
truly
Strahd
not
come to this
concerned.
village often?
Oh, one can't expect him to visit here often, but when it is necessary, I am sure he comes here.
Can I pay him in the electrum that I have that has his face on it?
Okay. As he reaches out his hand to take it, he looks at it very seriously, and then he says, "Oh, well, I will make sure that is done for you right away." And
I will slightly bow, and
he tips his hat to you.
We're gonna need more of that electrum. That shit has power.
Talk to the pig. The pig knows all.
The pig doesn't spit out the electrum.
No,
Well,
it does
all the
not.
electrum we have is that. So if I change it to
It
that
does not.
electrum, it doesn't. It does not, right? Okay. Oh, how much was that? 15 gold.
I whisper over
Yes,
to...
15 gold,
Oh, wait, no, he's right there, yeah.
which would have been 30 electrum pieces.
I do not have that much left. I only have 6.
Yeah, so I would have given him 16 electrum and 8 gold.
Don't give him... Give
Okay.
him 1 electrum.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'll give him 1.
Okay.
Reaches back in his hand. Sorry, I need those.
So how much is that? That's 14 gold and 2 and
Yes, 14 gold and 1 electrum, 5 silver, or 2 electrum and.
oh, that's
14
gonna be a
gold.
nightmare to keep track of. All right,
Yeah.
well we'll figure it out. 1 electrum every merchant, just 1. Okay.
So it's just good to know
Well,
that you still share your loyalties with the Strahd, yes?
Well,
Oops.
would be treasonous to work against the Lord of Barovia, our Baron, would it not?
And nobody would want that, right?
Of course. He's a good and caring Baron that ensures the safety of this village.
Do you know what this Vildrath man, how he feels of this Baron?
Oh, Bildrath is one of those that believes him to be some kind of horrible creature.
Wonderful, thank
devil.
you.
Well, you're welcome. Have a very fine day.
I
I don't-
cast modify memory on him.
Cool.
Guys, I have an idea.
Except you can't. I mean, that's a way too high a spell, right? That's a
Oh,
joke.
yeah.
Yeah, it's level
Okay.
5.
Like 7th
I was
level.
gonna say that's like
fifth
way
level?
too high of a spell for a ranger to
I think
have
it's like
right
7th
now.
level. I don't think he can
No,
ever
it's-
get it.
No, it's level 5.
didn't
I just
think
pulled
so
out my level 5 animated spell cards
Oh.
if you're looking through 'em.
So, put that idea on the back burner. We should probably see to this deed before we do anything else, because who knows what even may happen. We may have the house stripped from us. The poor doggy and all.
Real quick.
Well-
Bolton. Have you heard any rumors of strange beasts being seen around the village?
Oh, every day. Well, not
Gotta-
in the village, but on the roads, of course.
Well, I guess maybe they wouldn't be still. But no other strangers that you've seen recently other than us?
Come to think of it, actually, I do believe a rumor had went around the tavern of someone. Oh, I can't remember how long ago it was. Had come through here recently, though. Another individual, they said, was also not from Barovia themselves. I don't know anything about it. I'm not one for the tavern myself.
That would be the
Hold on, the
Blood
vine.
of the Vine.
Yes, the Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Funny story. I bought a bottle of wine from Romania on my way home from Afghanistan. And it's also called the Blood of the Vine. Vampire wine.
That sounds like
Edgy.
Everything.
Does it say something like "It's got bite"?
Everything in that airport was Dracula themed.
Okay,
Of course it was.
let's just be off to the Virgin Mister.
Burgermeister?
Or
Okay. Yeah, you continue walking through the town. As it is now completely dark, no one is out on the street at all aside from you. You see a couple of windows have lights lit in them, but most of them are actually completely dark.
hopefully they're not closed.
You make your way towards. Okay.
Is my horse
Roll it.
a
Roll a
male,
d10.
female?
Is what?
The horse I bought, does it have male or female genitalia?
Male.
Got a big ol'
Both of you
honking
got
horn
male
here.
horses.
So my horse is still at the stable, right? I didn't. I think I left it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that need to linger, but too late for that.
As you approach this large, hold on. You see a weary-looking mansion that squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates appear twisted and torn, and the right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Overgrown weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been tramped down to create a path all around the outside of the front of the mansion. There are heavy claw markings that are stripping finish off the front of the walls, and great black marks look like scorch marks of fire against the outside of the mansion. None of the glass appears broken on any of the windows, though, but they are barred with planks.
Seems like this
Each
place
one
went through a
appears.
battle.
Each one of them appears marked with some kind of really dark stain.
Did that
Well,
8 do anything?
No, the 8 did not do anything.
Okay, good. I
the-
just
The
wanted to make
sigils
sure.
flared around and lit up.
well, this doesn't look great. But onwards and
Well.
upwards, I guess.
Not much of an option, I don't think.
I knock on the door.
Just remember they're having a funeral too, so this might be actually really bad.
Well, he hasn't got the
Okay.
coffin yet, so funeral's not happening right now.
As you knock on the door, a young man looks to be about in his hold on. Looks to be about in his early 20s. Answers the door and he says, "Hello. How can I help you?"
Yes, we're here to see the Burgermeister. Burgermeister.
That would be me. I'm Ismark. I'm the Burgermeister.
What's his name?
Ismark.
Spell it.
Easmark, not Beesmark.
Right, not Bismarck. How can I help you?
First, our condolences for your loss.
Oh well, thank you.
Does he seem
It's
does he seem
sad,
actually sad about it?
but, give me an insight check.
Says it, the man who trusts no one.
19.
He looked sad when Raylan said it. There was a flash of sadness over his face. It looks like he's definitely in a state of mourning, but currently at the moment he seems kind of wary of all of you a little bit.
Is fair?
We are new to this area.
Oh, I can tell that.
However,
Um,
we have come across a piece of property, and
Oh.
I believe we need it to be notarized.
Yeah, I can do that for you. So you're not from around here, you say? Please, you'll have to forgive me. My head's a little bit scattered with
Oh,
everything that's going on
completely
recently.
understandable.
Come in and sit down for a moment. I'll gladly take a look at this documentation you speak of. Just, if I might, propose a request in exchange.
Sure.
Yeah.
What request?
Well, come on in. Come on in. And he opens the door and gestures to allow all of you in.
Raylan's secretly a vampire, and now he can come in whenever he wants. Dun-dun-dun.
As you all walk into the house, the interior of the mansion appears very well furnished. The most of the furniture does show signs of great wear, though. There are a couple of boarded up windows, and every one of the rooms appears to have some kind of symbol sitting on a table or desk or something like that as you walk through the hallways. And the symbol appears to be like a silver sun kind of rising, like some kind of holy looking symbol, really. It kind of evokes that feeling when you look at it. He gestures for you to come in, and as you come into this main room, he said, "There's his father, well, a corpse, sitting
Oh,
on a table. There are several flowers surrounding it, and some candles lit in there. And in this room, there are about 3 or 4 of those symbols that appear to be put up on the wall or on tables around the room." He says, "This is my father. Recently succumbed to a terrible heart attack. Uh, we've had lots of troubles here in Barovia. The one specifically I would like to ask for your assistance in is at the church. Our priest Donovich has recently locked the doors to the church. He's barred them closed from the inside. He will not allow anyone to enter into the church. And, well, in just a couple days, I must bury my father in that cemetery, and as is custom, it should take place in the church before he is buried. If you could go and speak with him and try to find out what's going on with him, I will gladly fill out the form for your property that you have found.
Has nobody been able to enter?
Well, not everyone is religious or believes. They lack faith. But anyone who has tried has been refused entrance. We have not seen him come out in days. All he does is tend to the time by ringing the bell every dusk and dawn.
Are you sure he's still in there, and it's not something else ringing the bell? The bells are
Oh,
actually manual. They're not maybe magic bells.
would be quite terrible, but no one has seen inside either. He has barred the door, the windows.
Hmm. Well, we can
we can
certainly get
certainly
in.
go take a look.
Should we have to break the door down? Is that gonna be an issue for you? This is
I
your town, right?
is something that I would probably have a militia do, should we have one anymore.
I think we're the
So,
closest thing you have.
if it is what is required, I think that my father deserves to be laid to rest properly.
I just saw this
So
on
whatever it
that
takes.
Castlevania.
Okay.
That seems like fair. Deal?
Yeah. That's just straight north of here.
Oh, yes, the cemetery sits in the shadow of the mountain just north of the village. The church is in front of the cemetery and blocks entrance aside from climbing the fence, of course.
That would be a terrible way to hold a funeral.
It'd be quite difficult, I think, to get him over the fence. Knock is at the door at this moment, and he goes to answer it. Two men, also very tall and lanky, very stringy looking hair. Looking at them, they have very similar facial features to the coffin maker. They come in, each one of them is holding a side of the coffin that Ivan had, not Ivan, sorry, Bolton had showed you earlier. Oh, of course, I was expecting. Sorry, give me just a moment. I need to deal with this. Should you be able to attend to the issue at the church, just let me know what comes of it.
Will do.
Getting kicked
And,
out already?
If I might see this document before you go, just to clarify its
Authentic.
originality, authenticity. Yes,
I'll show it to him.
he takes it. Oh, the Durst Manor.
Yeah, the spirits gave it to us when we put him to rest, so...
I do when she says that, I do the sun symbol thing.
He does it to himself. Very deliberately and accurately. Unlike Bildreth, who kind of did it rapidly, he seems to do it with purpose.
I take note of how he does it.
Okay. Well, it seems I have definitely picked the right people for this job. Then, if you
We
can
are the
do something
Mistborn.
like that, a simple priest should be no issue for you then.
We will see what we can.
I would
Say-
prefer that no harm comes to him. I am sure he is simply in mourning himself.
We'll talk to him first.
Yeah, we won't do
Find
anything
out
too
what's going
hasty.
on.
As much as I hope that is the case, I'm sure we both doubt it.
So is this guy's like, I don't know, like a white guy? He's not blue like everyone else?
No, he's got white skin. His hair is kind of grayish though, not blonde. It looks kind of blondish, but it's grayish.
The only blue guy was the one I saw, right? Or is everybody blue?
There was him and a couple of random townsfolk that you've seen around,
Mistfallen.
but not anyone that you've actually gotten close to.
Well,
Interesting.
go see what we can do. May the morning sun shine through the mist.
He looks at you, kind of cocks an eyebrow, and he nods and he says, yes. And then he closes the door, and as you all leave out,
Don't actually remember what to say.
Does he hold on to the deed or did he give it back?
he gave it right back to you.
You could just say goodbye.
Well, that is what separates me from you, young Van.
I'll start heading up that way.
Okay. Everyone start heading towards the church.
Yeah,
Let me-
to the church.
I feel like this is not going to go as we planned. Let me just bring Major Leader to the table.
Nonsense.
If Raylan would like to take his as well.
Yeah, I'm taking Cloud.
Maybe we
Okay.
should stop by the tavern, get a drink before we go. Maybe take, rest a little bit.
We could go
Eats-
do this in the morning
eats-
as well.
Eat some pie.
Is
What time would it be right now?
Be about let's see, it was about be about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
it has been a draining day. If
Should we
anyone
stay
is
here in the
opposed
inn?
I'll say maybe we should look for a place to sleep.
Yeah, they'll be working on my carriage probably until tomorrow. I won't be able to pick it up until tomorrow evening. The paint has to dry. There's nothing at the house. We don't have beds or anything, so sleep here first thing in the morning. Get up, go to the church,
That sounds like a plan.
kill the priest.
Oh my gosh.
Order some furniture.
Oh, I
Or I
don't.
could,
Yeah.
or I could sneak in tonight and kill the priest.
Why are we killing the priest?
We cannot
Yeah,
harm the priest.
Well, there won't be any marks on him.
maybe we
He'll
should
just
just try
be
talking
dead.
to him first.
Okay, we can do that.
Bon, you
Oh,
seem
maybe
suddenly
I should use my
overconfident in your
manacles
sneaking
on
ability.
Vaughn instead of.
Did we hear the bells ring? The church bells ring this evening?
As you were approaching the town, you did hear church bells ringing off in the distance, but it was very faint. You can definitely recognize that as what the sound was, though.
Oh, I'm going to see about the lodgings for Nagel, and I will meet you back at the tavern.
I will take Cloud with Zazid towards the stables.
Okay, you take your horses to the stables, and Ivan greets you. We're not quite finished yet. The painting put me back a little bit on getting the seats put in the way he had asked. It should be finished in the morning, though. We'll make sure it's done.
Yes,
Real quick, did he specify what color cushions he wanted?
I believe he said red.
Okay. I know he's very particular. I just wanted to make sure.
He is very
Oh, okay.
particular.
Well,
Anyway,
If
for
they
more
happen to
pressing
be another
matters,
color, we won't hold it against you.
it will be red like he asked. No problems.
Okay.
can we stable the horses here for tonight?
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. You can come back and get them when you get the carriage. They'll be comfortable here as it was their home. Maybe he might be a little. I'm sure he won't be any problem.
Nagel's a good
Thank
boy.
you, sir.
He takes their leads and he takes them off to their own little area in the stable.
Have fun with the other horses, Nagel. I'll be back.
You hear a whinny from inside the stable as you head out.
I wish you could go in the inn with us.
Like in the inn? Oh, I'm not there.
Anyway,
Okay, you meet back up with the group in front of the inn, and we are going to take a break before you go in. Okay, welcome back, everyone.
down here.
We're all gonna
As
die.
you approach this large tavern, you see. Hold on. First things first. No, not that one.
Oh no, I've been attacked by a horse.
Defend yourself.
Oh no,
Seize
that's
it.
me.
As you're walking into the tavern, you see two ravens are perched just above the entrance on the roof. One of them squawks at the other one, and then the one that squawked flies away, and the other one is just staring down at your group as you walk into the tavern.
Well, somebody knows we're here. Are we sure we want ravens on our carriage?
I mean, they're on my.
Does
They're on my
everything
glaive.
have
You
to
walk,
be?
you walk
a thing?
into a very quiet, mostly empty, old, and wore-down tavern. Single-floor tavern. Very big open floor in the middle. There are three women who are dressed in what appears to be the typical garb of the area. However, you see in their hair they have ribbons of different colors. One of them seems to like reds. One of them seems to like blue. The other one purple ribbons in her hair of various colors. Each one of them is bearing a scar under their left eye. It looks like a jagged cut. They all look very similar to potentially maybe related in some way, shape, or form. They're sitting at the only nice table in the tavern and they're talking to each other. Behind the bar, a slightly blue-skinned individual cleans glasses, staring straight ahead.
I approach the bar.
So there's only these 3 women and then the bartender?
And there's maybe 2 or 3 other people kind of sitting over there drinking or eating something by themselves, though not with anyone else.
Hmm.
I approach the bar and ask for a bottle of whiskey.
Whiskey? We have wine.
Blood of the vine.
Yeah.
That's the tavern. Yes, that's where you're at.
Come on, this is not the blood
Never
of the
mind.
whiskey.
We have purple grape mash number 3. A pitcher is 1 silver. A cup is a copper.
How much for the bottle?
That's a pitcher. That'll be a silver.
And I'm the
Does
electro.
it come with a lid?
Oh,
You know what?
No.
I'll take 2 pitchers.
okay. He turns around, reaches behind him, grabs a bottle out, uncorks it, pours it into a pitcher, takes another bottle out, uncorks it, pours it into another pitcher. 1, 2, 2 silver pieces.
I'm gonna stare at him for a few seconds,
He just stares back at you, blank faced.
and then I'm gonna put 2 silver on the thing,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna take one of the pitchers and pour it in my water skin.
Well, now that that is out of the way,
Hey.
what about rooms? Do you have any rooms?
Rooms. Rooms. We have
Like a place to sleep?
cup of wine is 1 copper. A pitcher of wine is a silver. We have food to order.
I go
And
find a table
you
and
don't
I
have
put
a-
the pitcher of wine down and I pull out the meat pies.
And you don't have a place where we can sleep for the night?
I follow the smell of food.
Sleep with the. Hold on. He walks over to the table with the 3 women sitting at it, and they're kind of talking. They look at you. All the women, their eyes kind of narrow.
I walk over
And
to
one
them.
One of them starts to stand up, but seeing you walk over, she sits back down. What seems to be the problem?
Oh, no problem here. We're just looking for lodging for the night.
Oh, well, you have quite a large group. We don't get a lot of visitors through Barovia. We aren't set up for rooms, per se.
Is there anywhere in this town that is?
Oh, I'm sure. We could arrange something if you don't mind cramping together.
Oh, whatever you have for us, I'm sure could be good enough, and
The
I
bedroll, I
will
can sleep outside.
flicker one of my electrum pieces.
She kind of looks at it. Her eyebrow raises a little bit, and well, I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement for the night. It will be nothing elaborate, but what we can manage, I guess. Have you tried any of the food here? It's quite delicious. Made by our cook in the back. She's quite wonderful at and famous for her pork meatloaf.
Pork meatloaf. Don't think I've ever heard of such a thing.
Quite delicious. Probably from fresh pigs today, if I had to guess.
I have not. Maybe I will try some. Would you like some as well?
Oh, no, thank you. Gotta maintain my figure.
Ah,
Hmm. Sazed, why don't you play some music? This place is honestly like depressing.
I would literally be just playing for you guys.
Yeah,
Yep, that's like your whole
exactly.
thing, yeah.
I do enjoy playing, but
And these three, look at them. They're the brightest things we've seen since we've come into the city. No one else has clothes on like this. I'm sure they wouldn't mind either.
okay, I assume I can play a. Oh my god!
Goodness.
And
I'm
a 10
attracted.
would.
Do I see a nice place to?
There's not really a stage per se, but there are some stools that are just kind of set off to the side, and you can kind of move one over by the hearth and set up there.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
I'm eating my meat pie
Okay, as you begin
and
to
drinking my wine.
strum a few chords, check the tuning on your viol before you start. The other patrons in the tavern get up and look at you a little bit, kind of walk out. Whether they were finished eating or drinking is not immediately apparent.
Can
I give a
are
thumbs
those?
up to Tem. Good idea, Tem.
It's a good idea. It's great. Those three women. Can I ask them? Um, like what do they do? Do they own this place?
Yes. This is our tavern. We purchased the property after the last owner passed away, and we've been running the tavern since.
You can't buy a bottle.
Interesting.
Oh,
So
you could buy a bottle. My apologies. Our help is a little simple. And she looks over
I
at
know
him,
the
and he is back.
feeling.
He is back over at the bar, just cleaning glasses, looking off at the door.
He's mistouched.
And he goes back through the other glasses. Oh, ah, touched by the mist. That's just a local superstition. It isn't caused by the mist.
we came through the mist, so I doubt that. I agree. It's not real. So actually, I'm curious. You said you bought this place. How did the redecorating go?
Redecorating. We got our furnishings from Milkov's previously, but
Interesting.
you put on quite a wonderful show, says it, to a crowd of just these three women, the mindless-looking bartender, and your friends.
I stopped playing then.
Woo, Cezanne! Woo!
That was
Slow
pointless,
clap.
but
Slow
fun
clap.
nonetheless.
Do I notice anything different about these three than about like the rest of the town, other than their like bright dress?
Aside from that, nothing specifically stands out. They don't look as pale as the others. But other than that, nothing really specific.
When I get done eating my meat pie, can I go talk to them? And ask
Okay.
them about any strangers who might have passed through here recently before us?
They kind of look around at each other when you ask this question. There was perhaps a stranger that came through. I did not get to meet them, but there was rumor all around town of this individual.
Anything stand out?
Oh, yes. Bright golden hair, like your friend over there. And she points at Dresley. Uh, this is never in Barovia. Hair made of gold like that? It is not a thing. Everyone would talk of it.
Dresley
So-
would kind of perk up at that.
So
she had heard
no guy with a missing leg.
We have a guy in town with a missing leg. Old man lives on the edge of town. Believe it was eaten by some kind of wolf, he said. How comical that would be to see, though, and they laugh amongst each other. A wolf can't eat a whole leg.
Where does this man live? Exactly.
Just on the edge of town there, probably northeast. Old man, lives by himself. Nikolai, if you've continued doing it throughout most of this time when you weren't interacting with someone, you probably would have been doing it for the equivalent of an hour, at least.
Excellent.
And I'm sorry, we didn't catch your names.
Oh, I am, Mirabelle. This is Alanka, and this is Sorvia.
What was the last one again?
Sorvia, Sorvia.
Out of curiosity, are you the ones with the, or do you know of anyone with a, perhaps a raven familiar?
Familiar. Like a pet.
Yes, something along those lines.
Oh, no one in Barovia keeps pets. Not often. Mary down the street has a dog.
There are dogs in Barovia?
Oh,
We have
only
one at
the
our
one I've
house.
ever seen. Despicable little thing. Always was sniffing around our garbage. Haven't seen it in quite some time, though.
Hopefully it's well.
Well, hopefully. Unless it wandered out of town, and then... who knows?
I
Let's have
didn't
everything
see
go.
those ravens, right?
Is Roach on the house?
I told you about it.
Oh,
Well, I pointed it out and said it, but
is Roach on the house?
He's on the other horse.
somebody has those ravens and somebody knows we're here. I say to them, not the girls. Or the them.
Interesting.
While they're going about that, can I sneak out of the tavern? Not like sneak out, but just like walk out the door.
Yes, you can.
He crouches and prowls out.
So we've heard this quite a bit this evening. That we're not from around here, and the three of you look to at least share that somewhat. Are you from around here as well? How long have you owned this tavern for a while?
About 5 years now we've owned this tavern. We are not from this side of Barovia. We lived on much further west. But we found a nice place here, decided to set up and stay.
So why here? Why not settle back further west?
Oh, it's a simple life here in Barovia. Do not get a lot of travelers or strangers or a giant wall always keeping you in. It's so much over there. It's simple here.
Another giant wall.
What do you know of this
Oh.
giant wall?
Well, I meant around Valaki to the west. Giant walls around that village.
Right.
But if you mean the wall, well, what is there to know? It is a wall.
The wall to the east? Is that the same? The one that we came through? It had two giant statues out front.
Oh, there's a wall everywhere, is it not?
That certainly sounds that way.
Nah.
Okay. Well,
Is The only thing I can say about that wall, and they kind of all look at each other for a moment, is it does not open.
Did we not go through that
Hmm.
wall?
There's literally a gate there.
You kind of wandered out through the woods next to it.
Oh. I am so confused
Oh.
on the wall then.
The gate does not open.
What
So
is-
many have tried to open it. It does not open.
And what
Wait,
is
I'm
on
so
the other
confused.
side of that wall?
Which?
Did we not come through the giant wall? Like it was
You
on the...
came through the forest out of the mist next to the wall.
Okay,
And
so
then
we
we
were
You
went
did
on...
around-
not walk through the gates. No, you came out pretty much right next to it on the inside of it.
Oh, okay, I see.
And then we went around it to get to here?
Wait a minute,
No.
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
You walked down the road to get to here.
Did we not come through the gate?
I
No.
thought
No.
we came to the gate.
Third
kidding.
time.
I never
I'm
thought we
kidding.
came to the gate. I thought
No,
we
yeah,
came-
because I thought we came from the south.
Yeah, you came
Oh.
from the south through the woods.
And the wall
But
was
then where
to the
I
west.
got confused,
The
what I
wall
got
was to our
confused
the
left,
is
wall would
we
the
came
wall
out from the south.
yes. The
Which
wall
is
was
why
to, well, hold on. I had that map backwards and I explained that. The wall was
Okay.
to the east. You came out through, I guess, what would have been the north.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why I got confused as to which
Yeah,
direction
okay.
we
Yeah,
came to get
sorry
to
about
Barovia.
that.
So the
makes
wall is right next to our house, but to the east.
No, it is not anymore. It
Oh.
was when you first came through the
Yeah, oh,
fog,
yeah, and then
but
it moved.
afterward,
Yeah.
yes, it appeared much further away.
but to the east, and we went west. Got
Is
it.
our house
Yeah.
slowly getting closer to the village of Barovia?
I wouldn't call that slow at all.
Now that
Okay.
that's done.
Now that that's cleared up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Can I slowly make my way towards the one-legged man's house?
You can slowly make your way towards where you believe it might be.
bye, Raylan.
I desire
Oh.
to eat while I study.
There's meat pies on the table.
So, what do you know of this church?
I distractedly eat a meat pie.
We were told that the doors have been barred up.
Donovich is insane.
That
He
is
has gone mad, no doubt. His son left earlier this month with a militia. They went to fight against the Baron because they don't trust him.
They fought against Strahd? This militia?
They marched towards his castle as they said they would, is my understanding.
How likely are they to be successful?
And that is foolish, right?
No one has returned, but we have seen the Baron, so
And you think that this priest has gone insane and locked his doors?
I think he is sad over the loss of his son.
Well, this is very callous of him then. I understand his loss, but other people have losses as well, and he kind of has the monopoly on the graveyard, it seems.
Oh, you ask for the Burgomeister then.
Yes, he would wish to bury his father.
Ah. And so you help him. That is noble.
We will see what we can do. If he is as insane as you claim, I do not know what help we can be.
Oh, I am sure a group such as yourself will have no issue talking with an old man, or at least restraining him, so that business can carry about as usual. More difficult, one of them says, would be finding someone to take his place.
This,
They laugh, yes, kind of like that.
that's not a good calling to be owner of the church.
Barovia is not a place to be a holy man.
That is a very fair point in so far. But you all here do not share in the faith of the Morning Lord?
Oh, we have our own faiths, but yeah, there is no sun in Barovia. How can you pray to a god of sun when there is no sun?
That is what most would say is faith. Believing in what you cannot see.
Oh, but here, it would be much smarter to believe in what you can.
Well,
Well,
thank
we
you
should
for your
probably wait
candor.
until morning.
The bartender at this moment comes from one of the two doors that sit along the wall, and he says, it's cleaned up. I moved the stuff out. The room's done." Ah, yes. I apologize for the cramped space, but perhaps this room will accommodate for the night. And she walks over towards it and opens up the door. It's a small room, probably about 10 by 15. There's no furniture in it whatsoever. Looks like it might have been some kind of storage closet for food or something like that. A pantry or something, a big pantry.
This will be mediocre.
I apologize that we don't have more, but your music was so pleasing to the ear. Should we hear another song, and we'll call this pittance of a room fair trade, as well as a bottle of wine on the house.
Well, if the
Told you,
alcohol is
Sazin.
involved, then I can play one more.
That would be wonderful.
I play again.
Hey, Ocarina.
Fuck.
Okay, this song, not as good, is still quite gets quite an applause from them. They yell, get him a bottle of wine from behind the counter." And he reaches back and he starts to uncork it, and she says, "Not a pitcher." And he puts the cork back on and just sets it on there, and he just kind of stares at the bottle. You see a bead of sweat appear on his forehead.
He's gonna explode.
He grabs his rag and he starts wiping the same glasses, mind you, that he has been washing the whole time.
Thank you, sir. See, Raylan, this is... Where does Raylan
Raylan is
go?
gone. Speaking of Raylan, as you walk around the houses out here and knock on several of them, only one of them actually answers with a voice, and you hear from inside, "Hello? Hello?
Hello?
What?
I'm
What do you
looking-
want? I
I'm
don't want
looking-
any meat pies."
I'm looking for the one-legged man.
Oh. And you hear click, 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 click.
Fucking security.
And then the door pushes open, and you see a old man in a wheelchair, a very rickety looking wooden wheelchair, kind of just wheels out, his foot, or one of his legs completely missing at the stump, but it's not even a clean stump. It looks very jagged and torn and disfigured. And the other leg looks to appear quite normal. And he goes, "Well, you found him. It'll be a silver to stare."
I give him a silver piece.
Oh, thank
Is it
you.
two
He
silvers
bites
to
it.
touch it?
Yeah, nice.
I thought
do you
you meant
want?
he bites his leg.
No, he bites the coin.
I just wanted to ask you what happened. I heard you were a victim of a wolf attack.
Oh, yeah, great beasts. They look like men, but they're wolves. And they follow in packs with other wolves, almost as big as them, but they're not men, they're just wolves. Terrifying creatures.
How long ago did this happen to you?
Oh, probably about 4 years back.
No strange occurrences since?
Oh, I've never left since. I'm not going back out there. I barely managed to escape with one leg.
Lol.
Which leg is missing? Same one as Thoros? Different one.
Different one.
So this is an old man Soros, is what you're telling me.
Does not look like old man Soros. Give me a medicine check, though.
I'm good at
As
those.
you look at the stump of his leg. This leg does not appear to have actually been bitten off. Looking at the scars along it, it appears that it was scratched or clawed off, maybe even ripped aggressively off of his leg.
Oh my gosh.
But you do not see any bite marks on his leg. So I was out there in the woods, and this wolf came up, and he swallowed my whole leg. And I punched him right in the eye, and he let me go. But he clomped down right above the knee and just yanked it off. Messy affair.
I see. Do you mind if I take a closer look for another silver?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. He reaches out his hand, you hand him another silver.
And then can I take out my mirror and use the mirror to look at the stump? Like to
Okay,
get better angles from below it?
Okay. It reflects a very gross and grisly looking stump. And it's definitely more clear that this was not bitten off. But it looks like a leg.
Okay, and then when I plug the mirror away, can I have it reflect on him real quick?
Okay, as the moonlight goes across his face, it just kind of illuminates it for a moment, and he looks normal in the mirror. He kind of looks at you strangely as you pull out a mirror and investigate him with it, but he doesn't say anything.
Well, sir, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
Oh, it wasn't a waste of my time. He holds up the two coins and kind of clinks them together. Come back, bring some friends or something. He turns his chair around and wheels back into the house. It closes, and you hear the locks clicking behind.
Click, 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 click. You think it'd be more crotchety?
He made 2 silver for wheeling out on his porch.
Alright, I will slink. It's dark out now?
Yes.
I feel like we're
Can
getting
I-
scammed.
Can I slink back to the tavern,
Sticking to the shadows.
sticking to the shadows?
Sure, give me a stealth check.
I don't want to get robbed in Barovia.
Okay, you move like a silent shadow through the dark streets of Barovia. You even get extremely close to one individual who is going into their house, and they don't seem to notice you as they go in.
Neat.
And then I
what
arrive
is-
back at the tavern, and I sit back down, and I start drinking from the pitcher of wine that I ordered a while ago.
Welcome back,
What is
Raven.
everyone else doing?
I ate too much and my stomach hurts, but I'm still studying.
Look what I got tonight. Show him the bottle of wine.
Motherfucker. And I look at the bartender again.
He's just staring off into space, cleaning glasses.
Something wrong
Um,
with that guy.
Touched by the
After
mist.
the
Along with all the guys.
after the rest of the party moves back to the table, I want to go over and talk to those 3 ladies.
Okay. You approach him. Oh, yes, dear. How can we help you?
You said there was someone that came through that had hair like mine.
Yes, as we've heard. I did not see her myself.
Do you know about how long this has been?
Oh, perhaps maybe a month or so, I think. When we had heard of her.
You said you didn't see her, but do you know anyone who did?
I am not sure. I believe someone said they saw her with Irina, but I have not seen Irina since either.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome.
Who's Irina?
Oh, who is this blonde-haired lady? Is she a relative of yours?
She's my sister.
Has she been missing? Are you looking for her?
Yeah, for about 2 years now.
Do you know how she would have come across this land? I mean, probably not, but...
The only thing I can think is what was in my dream that I told you and Soros.
Yes, that's dream. I do remember, but for Bond here, would you like to clarify what it was?
Yeah, for Bond here.
Bond already
Bond-
knows I'm looking for my sister.
Yes, he
Bond
does,
is-
of course.
Bond is mistouch though, so you have to explain it to him real slow.
Narp. Narp.
Bond, did you already forget that I hired you back in Waterdeep?
Oh no,
Yeah.
I remember. I don't know why they're throwing this shit at me.
Oh, I did not hear of that. I did not know you were hired.
Yeah. I was unaware that anyone had previous dealings other than us, Dresley.
Well, I met
I
him
like
in
to-
Waterdeep.
I like to keep my clients' confidentiality very.
To be
Very.
fair, I didn't expect to see him in Daggerford.
Be fair.
To be fair. Well,
What dream is this that you had, Dresley? Because if I was there
Well-
when you told it, I don't remember.
Were you? I think you were, but I'm not sure.
He's-
You were like riddling or something.
He drinks a lot.
I do drink
I've
a lot.
noticed. No, it was the first night we were in Daggerford, and I had a dream about the man that we all saw in the forest. He was standing there and he was gesturing for me to come, but I don't think it was me. I think I was in Nigel's perspective.
Ah, now I do remember.
I do remember the story now, yes.
Talk to my men.
Are you guys in the tavern talking?
Yes.
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 I am paying attention instead of studying,
Okay.
but I appear to be studying.
Oh, Mary.
I think she's here.
Now we
think that
have
was
one
a
more
code.
lead to follow down, yes? One more to do on the list. Crazy Werewolf Man, Dresley's sister, find out the way out of here.
Dresley, if Nija is here, I will help you find her.
Well, thank you.
As will we all. Well, as will I.
I mean, I think it's safe to say we'll all help.
Just trying to be a better family member, assholes.
Oh, did she give you any clues as to where she may be?
Well, it was kind of weird. She said that she had heard about her maybe a month ago.
We still don't know if this place has maybe time moves a little quicker here. Judging by the moon cycles Granny mentioned.
maybe. Or where's she been for? Well, it's been over 2 years now. So has she been here the whole time, or?
My bad.
And who knows how long that could have been here, yes. But we don't know if time moves quicker. Could just be a smaller moon?
She said
Well,
she
it's-
didn't see her, but some girl named Irina did.
Has anyone heard of this
Maybe.
Irina?
We've all just got here. I don't think any of us
No.
have heard of anyone other than who we've all aware of.
Were you? Well, maybe in one of your secret dealings, as of right now, you may have heard of it. Her? Where did you go just now?
I went and followed up a lead on the one-legged wolf attack.
Ah, was it the same condition as you?
I don't believe so. He's also full of shit. He may have been attacked, but his leg wasn't bitten off.
Ah, that's maybe good news for Tem.
Why would that be good news for me?
If
Sam
he-
was bit.
Oh, and you don't think he was bit?
No. Well, he also said it happened 4 years ago. And
Then bad news for Tem.
Why is it bad news for me?
Did we not already discuss that you may be... It may be
I'm fine.
transferable? Yeah, okay.
Nothing's happened to me so far.
It's definitely discussed at that meeting.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. In case you're like asking out of character.
Yeah, I was. I was like, did we
Okay,
talk
yeah.
about this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, same conclusion, right? Nothing's happened so far. Gotta wait and see.
Well, we have ourselves a closet to sleep in. And we can go
I
see
got
about
sleep
the
outside.
Mad Priest. I do not trust much of the dealings here, especially with those ravens I saw, though. I do not... Nikolai, would you be able to... I've seen you do some weird barrier type things. What is it exactly that you do?
What?
I've seen you do some weird barrier magics around the room. What is it exactly that you
I
do?
can set an alarm.
That would probably be helpful, as I don't trust anybody here, I guess.
Are we going to bed?
Yeah?
No, I think so.
I wasn't paying.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was filling something out.
We're going to bed.
Alright. A cast
Are we-
alarm.
Okay. Before everyone goes to bed, if you didn't eat the meat pie, then you need to take rations off of your thing.
Do you have enough meat pie for all of us?
Because you got to
you
eat
said?
something. for
I
the
put
day,
out
yeah.
enough meat pie for everyone.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'll
yeah,
eat some of
yeah.
the meat pie.
Okay,
I took
so
all 3
everyone.
of them out of my inventory, so I'm assuming everyone ate some and
Yes.
drank some wine.
Okay, so everyone ate half and had some wine. Okay, I just want to make sure so I'm tracking what everyone.
I would like this alarm to be audible
Okay.
and ignore everybody here.
Okay.
At exactly 7 o'clock in the morning, it says, "It's a beautiful morning."
So as you all lay down,
Should we take
and,
some watches as well, or...
that's up to you.
Kind of the point of having an alarm is that
Yeah,
if
it'll
someone
wake us all
comes in,
up 'cause
we'll
it'll
all
just
wake
make
up.
loud noise.
Oh, that's fair then. Okay.
If anybody's curious, this is what the alarm sounds like.
I hate...
Oh, nice. As I'm sorry, I can't quit laughing about that. As you lay down, and it takes a little bit to get comfortable here in this small space where you're kind of just laying on the ground in your bed rolls.
I am quite comfortable in my luxurious satin bedroll.
Get out of bed, bitch.
You
Bullshit.
feel you all have amazing dreams, like wild, vivid dreams of just some of the best times of your lives. Actually, it's wonderful, except for two of you.
Oh. Oh, I know who it is.
Raylan never has good sleeps.
Oh God, what is happening?
Who are all dying?
All I see is darkness.
Because your eyes
You
are
will.
closed. You're
Hey,
sleeping.
you're sleeping. Come on.
Worst stream ever.
Okay, first off,
Not
Says
again.
Oh, what? What?
it. You find yourself in a forest. You've been in this forest before. You're walking from one town to another. Hold on. Can nobody see anything?
I only
I
see
see
darkness.
nothing.
I see this eyeball that I
Yeah, that's
assume
what
is
Kim
supposed
was
to be
I
trying
see
to
a gray.
Ooh, I
light
put
my
my
candle.
I put my eye on the thing and it lets me see things.
Wow, don't do that.
Oh,
Why would you?
I thought that's what the eye was for.
What eye?
Can everyone see from that eye? No.
Oh, I can't see anything.
What eye?
Over your character.
Hold
You
on.
might see the eye or under.
It's just a blank character.
On your.
Oh, a momentary.
If you can
question
drag
mark.
it to right here where I'm pointing. Out, yeah.
Oh.
So you can see.
There's so many eyes looking at me.
What's that little thing right next to the tree?
The child. Obviously.
Oh God.
As you're walking between towns, traveling, learning your music. I don't know why you moved it down there.
Oh, it's
Stop
like
moving.
it's weird.
You find this small child. Hold on. I've lost my note page.
It's fine. Sacred hates children.
Okay. You look around and see yourself in the middle of a calm forest. It feels like early summer, and the birds tweet, "That is not the right forest." That's a great. There we go.
Thundering.
It feels like early summer, and birds tweet beautiful songs that float through the air with the scent of freshly baked goods, signifying that a village, or at least a bakery, is nearby. As you follow the scents towards civilization, a ball lands at your feet, and a few feet away from you, you see a small boy burst through the bushes in pursuit of the ball. He stops suddenly as he sees you, looking nervously at the ball, and then you, and then back at the ball again.
I smile, pick it up, and throw it at him. Well, throw it to him.
Okay. He reaches
Dodgeball.
up. He reaches up and he catches it very quickly, and his face relaxes and he kind of smiles at you, and then he lets out a little laugh, and he puts his finger up to his lips, hushing as if he's about to tell you a secret. And then his body starts to twist and warp as his flesh and bones twist and grow to your height. And you see yourself standing in front of you as this child changes just like you have done in the past, now mimicking your own appearance. He looks at you and smiles.
Well, hello there.
He nods and he laughs and he kind of tosses the ball from hand to hand, and then he changes back to a small boy again in front of you.
I turn into the same small boy.
Okay. This makes him start laughing a little harder, and then he transforms into a short and stout, bald-looking dwarf, and he puffs out his chest and struts around the clearing, grumbling and muttering angrily in Dwarven. He seriously looks at you, his brow furrowed heavily. And then he starts to laugh really hard as he falls on his back in the grass.
And who might you be?
As you ask this question, he looks up at you, and you feel the wind start to kick up a little faster, and a chill kind of hits the air. He says, "Beware the man, thin as the trees. A face to call his own he seeks. If he should find that yours might fit, then he shall come and make you his." And his eyes are very wide as he says this. Behind him, the trees all shift as if a sudden snowfall covers the area.
And who might this man be?
You hear the creaking of branches from behind the boy. And give me a perception check.
Ooh, perception. 13.
Okay. You see the trees behind him shift and move as a thin, tall figure, humanoid in appearance, covered in skin that resembles slightly off-color tree bark. His entire form is stretched into a foul, faceless mimicry of a man.
Oh, it's Slenderman. Oh my god, it's actually
Long,
Slenderman.
spindly fingers end in razor-sharp thorns as its body suddenly jerks towards the boy at a rapid pace, who continues to repeat the rhyme.
I hate
His
that
hands
so
wrap
much.
around the boy, and he lifts him up towards his chest.
Now, hold on there, sir, man. What are you doing with the child? Put him down.
Okay, as you say this to him, his faceless head shifts and looks towards you, and he drops the boy off to the side, who takes off running, uh, still in the form of a dwarf, off through the wood. As this creature looks towards you, thorned vines start to sprout from his body as it rises even taller. The sound of wood splintering begins to emanate from its chest as its center splits, revealing a tangle of briars. Its head you hear a screech echo from inside of it as the line splits across its head, revealing a row of razor-sharp, crooked teeth.
Oh, that is awful. Oh my.
Oh no.
As this creature reaches out and the briars begin to surround you, you suddenly shake and wake up.
Lose 5 sanity.
Okay, and the other person. Hold on, I'll move your.
I don't like that.
I'll move your eyes. We can stack the eyes. Look at that.
Back the eyeballs.
Color code them so we know whose eyeballs wandering.
Okay, Dresley, as
Oh,
as you begin to drift off to sleep, you see only darkness for a moment, and then suddenly a very bright radiance as the sun shining quite brightly in this forest that looks quite familiar to you. This you recognize to be the bridge that you and Nija would play at when you were younger. Why do people move their eyes? Why do you?
That was me. I didn't have one. I didn't know where we were. Sorry.
Oh,
That touched my
okay.
eye.
Sorry. Anyway, this is where you and Nija would play when you were younger. In your chest, you feel panic. You don't see Nija here, but she should be here. You've looked everywhere, and it's been days. You haven't found anything. Not a single clue to lead you or anyone else to where she might have gone. And just when this knot in your chest threatens to explode forth in a scream of frustration, you spot a glimmer of light among the pebbles in the river.
I'll go up to it.
Okay, you approach the river and you see a small light shining just under the river, and you can't quite make out what it is.
I'll reach down for it. If I
Okay.
can reach it.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a very deep river. It's just small creek through through this area. The cold water sends a chill through your body as you recognize the object. This is the necklace that your mother had given to Nija, and she would never let anything happen to it. And not ever. And worry and fear give way to anger as you clutch the necklace in your fist until the metal edges of it threaten to cut your palms. You hear the sound of heavy armored footsteps from up the road just across the bridge that bring you back to your senses. You see a giant figure walking towards you from down the path, covered from head to toe in elaborate silver armor. An enormous greatsword stained with fresh crimson red that is even larger than the man itself rests on his shoulder as he strides towards you. His footsteps sound heavy, but the ground beneath your feet is still and does not shake. As he crosses the bridge, two bright orbs peer from beneath the helmet as he looks down at you. A powerful and commanding voice echoes out. Do you remember this day? How much you felt was taken from you?
Yes.
No one should have the light removed from their lives like you have felt. We share a common enemy, Skyfire. That enemy is darkness. It threatens to choke the sun from the sky and swallow the world into oblivion. This same darkness hunts your sister. She fights it the only way that she can, by staying one step ahead of it. However, it threatens to close around her, and she will be gone forever if this evil is not destroyed. My light can defeat our shared foe, but I require a soldier to deliver my vengeance.
Can we see this dude big?
Sure.
Thank
Ah.
you. He looks super fucking cool.
Skyfire. Reckoning for our foes must be swift and decisive. Evil can receive no mercy, and you must let nothing stop you from cleansing this darkness, or Nigel will belong to it forever.
What do I have to do?
All I require is that you accept my gift and pledge to defeat this creature, this evil.
Then I'll do it.
As you say this, the sun brightens until the light blurs the world around you, and the dream starts to fade away. As it does, a small image of that same holy symbol you had seen around Easemarks, the one of the sun coming up, feels seared into your sight as you drift back into another dream, much like everyone else's. It's quite a wonderful dream of a time in your life which was very happy and pleasing. And everyone else, you all wake up.
Oh my god, that was the best sleep I've had ever.
Braylon wakes up with a smile on his face for the first time in ever.
That makes
Sleep
one
good,
of us.
Um,
I slept
as
very
you wake
well.
up, the dreams felt wonderful, and returning to everything here. While you do feel well rested, looking around, everything looks gray, kind of bad in comparison.
What do you mean by gray? Like,
Like almost monochromatic. It just feels very depressing. Everything around looks more depressing than yesterday.
I rub my eyes.
And wine is amazing. I take another drink.
Something does not seem right.
Nothing ever seems right in this place. Well, should we head to the chapel?
It seems darker almost. Like the color. Is this just me, or seems the color has fled from my surroundings?
No, it does seem a little darker today for sure.
Maybe the sun is not quite as, or is more covered than normal. I walk out of the room.
I cast dancing lights.
I
Okay.
shy away from the lights.
The colors
Too
still
early
seem
for that.
gray.
Everything still looks yeah, kind of gray, really. It's kind of the only way to describe it. Just looks gray.
I don't
Is it
think
just
the
'cause
light is the
dream was so
problem.
bright?
It's because your dream was so great and amazing that the rest everything else looks shitty in comparison.
Essentially, yes. But more so than normal.
Well, my dream was not that great, so I do not think that is my problem.
The rest of your dreams after you did go back to sleep were absolutely different by
Oh.
comparison.
Okay.
It was only the one dream.
Did we get a full rest?
Yes,
Long rest?
everyone did benefit from a long rest.
Well, that seems awful. Maybe the outside is different.
Okay, so it would be about 6 in the morning, because you guys got a pretty early start to bed, and as you are leaving out of the tavern, you see a very dim and mostly fog-covered sun starting to rise just on the horizon, and you hear the bells clanging from the church.
Well,
Seems about 6 times, maybe 7. Kind of hard to count because of the echo.
at least we know he's up.
Well, time to go talk to this psychopath.
We don't know that he's a psychopath.
Well, that's what they
People,
said, and they said he was crazy.
people shut themselves out for many reasons. Doesn't mean he's a danger.
Only one way to find out.
So everyone gathers their stuff and starts heading towards the church.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. As you make your way through the town, as was normal yesterday, several of the people who you pass by a couple houses where people start to come out of their house, notice you there, and then they close the door back. After you get a good distance away, you do see the door open again and the people come out, but none of them seem to want to be within a certain range of you.
Don't like these
They're
people.
obviously avoiding you. As you get to the slight rise here, you see. Hold on. Where did my? There we go. Atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that creates the enormous mountain overlooking the village stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church appears to have weathered quite a lot of storms for centuries on end and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises from the back, and flickering light seems to shine through holes in the shingled roof.
Do I see any ravens on the church?
Give me a perception check.
Ooh. 23.
You do see a single raven sitting on the roof. It appears to be staring down at you.
That's just not a good
Yeah.
sign. And I point at the raven.
Turn it into a frog.
It's
Are
a
they
bird.
following us? Is it the same one?
All the ravens look the same to me.
I mean, I mean, it looks the same to everyone. I knock on. Are we at the church now, or are we still climbing the hill?
You just get to the top of the hill at this point, I would say. You see that the heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire.
Just like the Burgomaster's house?
Very much like the Burgomeister's house, yes.
Can I put my hand up into the claws and see if it's generally man hand sized claws?
As you hold your hand up against the claws, you see for like a moment, almost as if your hand were its werewolf form, that it would probably fit some of these markings.
How fresh do they look?
Some of them look kind of fresh. Some of them look pretty old.
Wonder what happens in Barovia at nighttime. He says,
What?
yawning. He's not awake yet. Said, I wonder what happens in Barovia during the nighttime.
Ooh.
Anyway, I
don't
will
think we've seen
politely
anything
knock.
else like this. This is the only two places we've seen it, right?
It's the only two places you've seen it in the town so far, yes?
Are there any windows on
From
the
where you've been?
outside?
Knock on the church door.
There is no response from the church door. What did you say, Sazed?
Are there any windows on the outside?
Yes, there are windows. They appear to be boarded from the inside.
Like completely boarded? Can't you see through?
Yes, and all of the glass is broken. You can try to see through. Give me a perception check.
17.
Okay. Inside this window, you see what appears to be a dirty room with a wooden bed and a straw mattress. Can't really make out much else in this room. It doesn't appear to be a main area, though.
Oh, should we try the back door?
1 second. Can we see like can I see inside the door at all? Are there any windows where I can see like just on the other side of the door? So that
He just looked through a window, but you can try to look through another window. Give me a perception check.
Well, I
It's
don't know why
really
that's
just too
twice.
dark. It's just too hard to see anything in there.
Raylan pulls out his crowbar and says, we can just go through the window.
Maybe there's a back entrance. How high is the like wall fence thing?
The fence is about 9 to 12 feet tall. Probably about, I'd say 10 feet tall. A metal fence or iron fence, spikes at the top.
That's one bad dexterity save away from being a bad time.
Oh, dangerous. Try
I
calling to
can
him.
get through it. I can't get all of us through it though.
I'll
How
just
big
say
is this church? Could I just like go through the door and go? Like, is it something that would be like a quick jog through, or is it like it's gonna take me some time to find the front door?
The front door is right in front of you. The back door, you don't know. It's hard to tell where that is. The place itself is probably about 50 feet by 60 feet.
Oh, okay, so this is like pretty accurate scale here.
Tim, you could use your
Um,
magics to get in and maybe unlock the door for us.
That's what I'm thinking, but I can't see any way, and I don't want to go to the back and then have to run to the front if it's huge.
What
Like
about
this.
this window right here? I can see a straw bedroll inside.
Can you? Is it right in front of the front door?
No. Who puts a bedroll by the front door?
Well, I don't know. Crazy people.
Did everyone else get moved to a different page or just Kim?
I'm standing in front of the church
Fine,
in the
never
city of
mind.
Barovia.
Yep, as well.
That is where I am at.
I didn't know that was possible. Oh yeah. Well, we can just try calling. Maybe he'll answer.
Well, I think we tried knocking on the door. It didn't really work.
Still on the
I check to see if the door's even locked.
It's boarded up. He said he
Maybe
barred.
boarded up.
Or he said he
Maybe
barred the
boarded up
door
on
from
the
the
outside,
inside.
but it's a push.
Sorry,
maybe
he
it's a
said he
pull.
barred the door. The guy said he barred the door and no one is allowed in. Or whatever.
Oh, here, this is where we crack the door open, and I will pull out my glaive. I'm not gonna like put my axe through, put it through the door, but I'm gonna like, I don't know. You have a crowbar.
I
have
feel the
this.
crowbar is more adept at that.
Yeah, we just need to crack it open a little bit, then I can get in on the other side and, remove whatever's stopping it.
Can you not
As long
see?
as long as I can see just inside, then I can get in and open the door.
Can you
and
not
help
see
from
through
the
this
other side.
window here?
No, yeah, no.
What is wrong with
Might
your
have to
eyes?
go
I
through,
thought
like,
you had
one-
better eyes than me.
You might have to go through like one room to get to the front door.
Can I like go around the side here? Okay.
Yeah.
Where was this window at? Was it like
Can
right
I
here?
point
rolled
out
a
the
one.
window I'm looking in to see into where the bedroll and all that shit was?
Yes, that would have been right. Hold on, let me make sure I get the right room. Would have been this one right here. The one right in front of you, there would have been a window right there, Tim.
Okay. Can I just misty step on the other side of this window? If I can see.
Sure.
If I can see.
Yeah, you can see that there's a room in there. You can't really see where you're at. But as you do come in here, you see a dirty, lightless room with a wooden bed and a straw-filled mattress. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden carving of the holy symbol you had seen. There's
Same sun.
12 gargoyles.
one door entering the room right there.
Can I check it for traps?
Yeah, sure. Give me an investigation check.
Did that roll? Maybe not. This thing's active.
yet.
Ooh.
Fuck me, dude.
Looks on. Wait, that's a 6. Yeah, it rolled twice. Okay. It looks pretty safe. And as you grab the door and turn the knob, and it opens up, nothing happens.
Alright, well, thank God. Alright, I'm gonna help them open. Oh my God, this God. Oh, what the fuck?
As you go towards the door, you look back and you see a haggard-looking individual bent over an altar. He continuously chants some kind of prayer.
Can I hear it from outside?
No, you can't hear it from outside. You can give me a perception check if you want to listen and see if you can hear it.
Ah,
Can.
You can hear the
Or no,
mumble,
20.
but you can't make out the words. You can
Okay.
hear that there is someone in there. You also hear, it almost sounds like someone screaming.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? Can I just open this door? Can I try and help them open this?
Yeah, from that side, it's a little easier to pull the boards away, so you can start pulling them away.
Keep an eye on this guy back here too. I don't want him like.
Yeah, as you were pulling away boards, he does not seem to be paying any attention whatsoever to you. And
I let my group,
eventually,
my
you're
group
able to
know
get.
that there's someone screaming inside.
You're able to get the last of the boards from the inside of the door off, kind of just working them back and forth.
Be quiet. There's a creepy guy in here.
Should have given him a
That's the
crowbar.
priest.
oh, I thought you meant you for a moment.
I'm not creepy.
I rush in and try to just determine where the sound of the screaming's coming from.
Okay. As you come in, you see about a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers, one of which is open, revealing a dirty room and with nothing but a straw mattress inside, or a bed with a straw mattress. You can see above you or in front of you, sorry, in the chapel, many of the pews seem to be completely shattered and broken apart, and you see or you hear the soft voice coming from him reciting a prayer. You can all, as you start to walk forward, hear this screaming. It seems to emanate from somewhere beneath your feet.
I rush into the main room and look to see if there's a staircase.
Hello there.
Does not appear to be any staircase. As you call out hello, he
The morning
turns back
lord
to them.
blesses you.
Blessings of the morning Lord upon all of you, my children. You shouldn't be here right now. We're not having a service. I need to ask you to leave.
Can I
Oh, we're
try to-
gonna be having service soon though.
Can I try to kick
over
this
here.
door in?
Do you want to kick it in or do you want to open it?
Well, I'll try opening it. If it doesn't open, then
Okay.
I'll kick it in.
As you reach out with the handle and open it, he says, that's my chambers. Please don't go in there." Door opens just fine.
Alright.
Sir, we're trying to. Don't you hear the screaming?
I'll check the next door.
I don't hear any screaming. I don't hear any screaming.
Just give us one. Just give us 1 second, please. What seems to be
No,
troubling
really,
you?
it's very important that you not be here right now. I'm reciting the prayers and I have blessings to do.
Are you well,
Hmm.
man?
Right now, I just
I
kick the
am
next door open in. I don't
all
open it.
is
I just
well.
kick it in.
I'm gonna step up in front of Cezed and say, we need to open the chapel. The Burgermeister needs to lay his father to rest.
And
See,
that's
inside here you see an old desk and chair against the south wall. That's not. Yeah, that is the south wall. Wow. A 10 with a wooden holy symbol mounted above it in a sunburst pattern. A 10-foot long iron rod attached to the northern wall stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung there, and against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors.
And then I will move to this next door.
Okay, it also opens up easily enough, and inside here, the floor has small puddles of water pooled around the edges of the floor, and there is appears to be a door to a cellar there. It has heavy chains that are locked over the top of it.
Bon!
Please, please, no. He gets. You need to leave here. It is not. It is not. It is not time for anyone to be here. And he starts to walk over there,
No, I'm
pushing
gonna
his
stop
way
him.
through all of you.
I assist
Okay.
him in stopping him.
Bon, I need
Oh.
you.
Okay. Well, between the three of you, you can
I'm
easily
over.
hold him back. Okay, Bond, you walk over towards this room.
I enter the room and I, subtly acknowledge the lock for Bon.
Man, there's
Please,
screaming
please,
down
you don't-
below.
You don't understand. It's.
Then
You
explain it to
don't-
us.
My son is in there.
The one that was in the militia.
Yes. That
Pop the
devil.
lock, Bon.
He changed.
Raylan?
He changed him into something.
Hold on a moment, please.
We can't hear him. Bon, open the lock.
Well, I'm
Bond, roll lockpicking.
I planned on it. I need to find. Oh yeah, it's my thieves tool. That's right. I'm like looking for something that says lock picking like an idiot.
Bill,
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Come
Of
on,
course,
big
this
money.
is going to be the time he succeeds, yeah.
Okay. You managed to deftly slip this lock off. The chain is still held, but it is unlocked.
We should probably heed this man's warning for a moment.
What do you want to do?
I
How
start
is the
pulling the
chain?
chains off.
You start. All right. If you're doing that, I want to swap positions.
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
What were you saying, Dresley?
I asked him how was his son changed.
He's different now. He's hungry all the time, and I can't feed him. I've been praying and hoping that the Morning Lord would bring him back to what he was, but every day he asks for more and more, and I haven't fed him, but he begs for it. For blood. Raylan, as you take the chains off of that, the hatch opens suddenly, hitting you.
Yes.
And I need you to make a acrobatic check.
11.
Vampire
managed to-
spawn.
As he jumps towards you. Wow, stupid fucking NPC sheet. Like half of them won't whisper, and then
Yeah.
the other half do, and it throws me off. As this thin, frail form jumps forth from beneath the stairs,
I have something for this.
he tries to attach himself to you, and you manage to slide out of the way. Handling what happens going forward. Everyone roll initiative.
Didn't we tell you to wait?
15, ting, ting.
That's about normal.
Don't worry, guys. I've got holy water. I've got wooden stakes.
Do you?
Just don't have patience.
Who needs
They were
that stuff?
screaming. I thought someone was in danger. There was extenuating circumstances. Didn't have time to wait for a warrant.
Warrant.
I thought he was feeding some poor hapless villager to the zombie child.
Okay, is everyone on there?
Die.
Oh shit for initiative.
Nikolai, Dresley, Tim, Bon, Raylan, says it. Yep.
I don't see the. Oh, he's at 22. Never mind. I see him now.
Yeah.
That's not good for me.
Where's my music?
Cue the music.
If he bites me, I'm biting him back.
Cue the music. Okay. He tried once again to grab onto you. So give me, I guess it would be acrobatics or athletics check, right? Because you get to choose when it's done to you, right?
Or grapple, yeah.
Yeah.
26.
Oh my god.
D6, you are extremely slippery as he dives out towards you again.
I
Looking
activated my
at,
awesome.
looking at the two of you and not able to grab you, he takes off out through the room.
Do I
running
get an
past-
attack of opportunity?
Yes. He ran
Dude.
past both.
Ha ha ha. You know what that
Oh.
means?
Depends.
Pull out my sabre.
I say that depends on if your weapon was out.
My weapons are always out.
Oh, no fighting style archery, so just 13.
No, that does not hit. He narrowly dodges out of the way from the attack. And
He's a slippery fella.
as you stab out to try and hit this creature, Bon, with your attack, you slip in the pool of water that you're in and fall down to the ground prone.
Oh no.
And let's see, that was... He continues to run straight out through the door.
Son of a
Nick,
bitch.
you're up.
I would like to. I don't know. Just throw a firebolt at him. Oh no.
Okay, as you shoot this firebolt out, it kind of misfires your hand, and behind you, some of the splinters of spark in
Oh.
flame. Anything else you'd
Hey
like to
guys,
do?
can
Your
you
turn?
open up the church for me?
We burn it to the ground.
I think it's awful that I rolled the same thing as Bond. We'll call it shenanigans.
Nonsense. You're just gonna get him out now, and then we'll be all set. That's how it
for my
works.
turn.
Okay, Dresley, you're up.
Wouldn't Tim go before Drizzly?
Oh, if he's got higher dexterity, then it should have put it there. I don't know what's your dexterity scores.
16.
Mine's 1.
Yeah, then he should go first. Go ahead, Tim.
I am going. Let me see. Well, he's leaving. Why is he leaving?
No, go ask him.
I don't want him to leave. I'm going to run 30 feet, which is, I think that.
You can go for one.
One more. I am going to. Oh, I can hit him from here.
And actually reach him.
Hell yeah, I can. My glaive. I'm gonna hit him
Yeah,
with my glaive.
Yep. Go ahead and roll attack.
Bonus action hex.
Okay.
Let me do my bonus action hex first. I don't think he has to roll for anything for that.
No,
No.
not for hex.
But you
It's
choose
just- It just hex, though. It only does the damage when
When I hit him, right?
you hit him. Yeah.
you gotta choose a thing for him to have disadvantage in.
And you can't choose a
Dex.
thing to have disadvantage on.
Oh, that probably
Okay,
hits.
that hits. Roll damage. Okay, as your glaive slices into his back, he turns and he hisses at you, and then turns his head to you and hisses, but he looks straight back towards the way he was headed.
That was including the necrotic damage, right?
Yeah, do that. You see the wound start to spark with that necrotic energy, but it doesn't seem to come to its full form in this wound for some reason.
Bastard. Alright, well, that's all I can do.
What ability checks do you want disadvantage on?
Dex.
Thank God.
Okay. Dread, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna move up, and would my shield be, that would count as an attack, right?
Yes.
Can I try to knock him down?
Yes. Yeah. Got it.
And since I came from 10 feet, I could get advantage, right?
Yes, actually. You.
Can we see him up close, please?
Ah!
Neat.
Okay. You slam into him, knocking him straight to the ground.
Oh, nice.
He is now.
Sorry.
Yeah, brag, Eddie, brag, brag.
She knows how to use shield.
Look at her.
That nerd. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is this a bonus action? Yeah.
That's an act. Oh,
No.
sorry.
Yes. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
I
is-
was gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
He is marked with your mark.
What's it
And
look
it just
like?
kind of like sears a radiant light into him.
Okay. He's got like a bright golden mark kind of on his skin now. Okay. Bond, Braylon, you're next.
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna start by exiting the room to see where this slippery little guy ran off to.
Okay, that's
Oh!
10 feet.
He's right there.
He is laying on the ground. You heard the clatter of Dresley slamming into him as it knocks him to the stone steps just outside.
Oh, just outside. Okay. Can I wanna get over to him and stabby?
Sure, if you move right there, you can.
Yeah. Prone. Do I get advantage or
You
anything
get it.
like that? Okay. Big money.
That hits. Damage.
Oh, I will get sneak.
Okay, as this dagger jabs into him, he lets out a howl of pain. Anything else you'd like to?
Well, and I hit him with my other little knife.
Okay, as you materialize another dagger in your other hand and stab out at him, go ahead and roll attack. This one, he rolls off to the side in pain from the other attack and moves out of the way.
Oh, bitch.
Okay, Raylan, you are up.
Slippery bitch.
Would, as a monster hunter of some renown, would I know like what this sort of creature would be weak against?
I'd say you'd recognize that this is definitely a vampiric creature just by the quick judgment of it, and you have some knowledge of vampires.
Okay. Can I rush out the room, putting my sabre away? And can I fight my way through the group of companions to get next to the vampire spawn?
Okay.
And can I pull out my bottle of holy water, lash it in his face and say the power of Christ compelled. No, I'm trying to say that part. But
The power of the morning lord compels you.
yeah, I'm not
Okay.
thinking of, not thinking of deities.
You make a. It says a ranged weapon attack, but you're up close. Just give me a melee weapon attack. Actually, just a weapon a D20 plus Dex for finessing
Roll
it onto his body.
1d20 plus 5. 8. Oh, fuck
Okay,
my life.
you splash this water all around him, but not on. Oh, actually, you know what? It's he's prone. You have advantage, so give me another one.
Roll 1d20 plus 5. Much better.
Oh,
16.
yes, this one you managed to smash the vial into
The
him.
water soaks back up and then spits back out again.
Roll 2d6 for damage.
9.
As the water hits on his skin, you see these bright patches kind of appear around his body as it burns like an acid.
Now,
He's
would that
starting
be
to
all of my water? Or would I
look
still have
entire
some?
vial of water that you just splashed onto him.
Alright, delete that from my inventory then. Alright. Bonus action. Never mind. Got it. Good.
So that's everything then.
Yeah. I
Okay.
was looking at protection from good and evil, but that's a full action to cast.
Okay. The priest is going to move up next to Sazed, and he's going to say, "Stop! That's my son!" And as he says this, he's gesturing his hands, and a very familiar spell to all of you. Healing word seems to travel onto this creature.
Is this like Final Fantasy, where if you heal an undead creature, they take damage?
Nope. Doesn't seem to be, as some of his wounds knit. Sazed, you're up.
I don't know he's undead, so I am going to kind of plead with everyone and say, do not kill him. We can figure something out. And I will yell, halt to him, and I will cast command. But I don't think
Okay.
it will affect him.
Yeah, he is undead.
Well, now Sazed knows that.
See him shake it off, completely unaffected by it, and know that this mind you're trying to connect with is not fully alive.
Then I will plead with the priest here and say, this is your chance. Try your best to control your son. We cannot let him escape to the village, though.
Okay, is that all for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, on his turn, he is going to attempt to jump on you, Bon, looking the most vulnerable of the.
Ah!
Tim, give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Athletic?
I would
If
go
you're a dex-based
acrobatics.
character, acrobatics is probably your best one.
Would protection
Acrobatics
help
it
with
is.
that?
Athletics is
It's
like,
just
Ooh.
oh shit.
You could
Oh.
you could use protection as a reaction for this because it is a grappling attack. It would impose disadvantage. Are you doing that? Okay. As he dives straight towards Bon, his 21 is reduced quickly to a 7 by a heavy shield.
oh, you would not have made it even with your 19. Good job,
And,
Drezzy.
he looks around at the situation and starts after standing up, so that's half movement. So he takes off as far as he can go.
Can I kick him?
You can all make attacks of opportunity at him as he runs
I
away.
don't have any weapons
Oh,
out, so I'm just
hell
gonna
yeah.
kick.
Trip him.
Does that be Dex? Can I use Dex for
Well,
my
that'd
foot?
be 13.
Unarmed.
13 does not hit. 23 does hit.
Only monks can use
Unarmed
Dex.
is strength.
Oh,
No, well, it's still a natural 20.
Oh,
Plus
okay. So you hit
my-
him too. So you do. What's your strength modifier?
0.
You
well,
do
then at
1
least you
damage.
do 1 damage or 2 damage, I guess.
2
Yeah,
damage.
2
It's a
damage
crit.
technically, because it's a crit. You're right. Bond does not hit. Tem, you hit. Is that the hex damage too?
Yeah.
There's, okay.
Wasted my crit on a kick.
Okay,
That was
as
one
you
hell of a
all
kick.
jab out at him as he's taking off, this kick hits him right in the shin. He kind of stumbles a little bit, rubbing it as he's running. And that glaive cuts into his back, and some of the shadows try to coalesce on the wound. And that ends his turn. Inside the chapel,
Oh no.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
the fire begins to spread. Nikolai, you're up.
Oh.
Bolton's gonna make so much money off of this.
I guess I'm going to use my action to try and put out the fire, or as much of it as I can.
Give me an Arcana check. Okay. With an 11, you manage to kill the fire that just started as you kind of draw the magical flame back into yourself.
Oh god, it's magic flame?
It was started by magical fire.
That's some bullshit.
Magic flame.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I guess that's it.
Okay, Tim, you were up.
Alright, I am going to move 30 feet.
Okay, so up here.
Could I
Or-
move her around like that?
Yeah, you can move there.
Just to try and stop him from running forward. And I'm gonna hit him with my glaive.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack. Now,
Oh.
this does not hit. He dodges out of the way as you flank him.
No, that's all I can do.
Okay, Dresley, you're up.
I'm going to move right there.
Okay.
Hmm.
Are you moving in to try to flank?
Would
It's
that
just
be
it's
action?
not an action, no. It's just an acrobatics or athletics check to try and move into position to give you and Tem both advantage.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, then your choice, acrobatics or athletics, as you move into a favorable spot.
Still normal.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, you manage to catch him off guard as you approach up behind him, and he is unaware that you're there yet.
And then I'm going to. No, I can't. Yeah, because that's not. That's not a
It's not an action,
concentration.
no. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna hit him with booming blade. to
Okay.
try to-
Go ahead and roll an attack. Okay, as you swing out, he narrowly dodges to the side of your attack. But just hearing you behind him as you at the last second.
Okay.
Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay, Bond, you are up.
Okay. Is it possible to do non-lethal damage with my soul knives? Or
If you
is that
say it's
just-
non-lethal before you do the damage, then it can
Oh,
count as
okay.
a non-lethal attack anytime.
Okay.
Well, except for like an explosion or something. I don't think.
Gotcha.
Non-lethal
explosion.
dynamite.
Yeah, you can't.
Catch.
Fireball,
all right.
non-lethal.
I just wanted.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna hit him with some non-lethal soul knives. Let's see. Oh, fuck.
Okay, as you do
Are you though?
send this soul knife out, it sails through the air, missing him.
Sail.
Attempt number 3.
Ooh.
Okay, that hit as the next one following, this time on course, strikes into him.
Bang.
Okay, recoils from the pain, but and he's looking hurt, but he's still seems like he's trying to flee away.
I'm gonna move up. Where's my little pointer? To say right about there.
Okay, Raylan, you're up.
Could I move off to the side over here? And then with a bonus action, mark him as my Slayer's Prey. And then
Okay.
pull out my longbow and take a shot.
Go ahead and roll an attack. That just
15.
barely, as the arrow catches into what appears like maybe leather, hard leathers he's got on.
Okay, I would also like to activate Favored Foe.
Okay.
Click at this button.
As this arrow goes into his armor, it comes out the other side, and he falls to a knee, breathing very raggedly. He's looking extremely hurt by this attack. And I think that's everything for you, right? Unless you want 15 more.
Nope. Actually, can I just move down 15 more feet?
On Priest Donovich's turn, he is going to... He is going to try to run towards the front of the church. And he is going to yell out, "Wait! Stop!" And I need a wisdom saving throw from... Hold on.
Hey, that's my trick.
From you, Tim.
You can get a job as a priest, Azid.
You to succeed. You feel this word "stop" start to kind of linger in your mind for a moment, but then you banish it away quickly. And he kind of hangs his head dejectedly. It's your turn.
Get out of my head.
Get out of my head. I'm gonna try to put out the other fire best I can.
Give me a dexterity or arcana check, as you had just watched Nikolai using magic remove it. You can try an arcana check or a dexterity check to put it out normal.
I will try. Oh, they're both the same. Do Arcana. Ooh, 19.
Okay, you managed to, using your own magic skills that you've kind of procured yourself, you are able to slowly make the fire fade away.
Nice. I'll walk a bit. Oh wait, yeah, I'll walk a bit further out. Next to the priest. I'll stay next to the priest.
Okay. That end your turn?
Yep.
On his turn, he is going to jump out towards you, Dresley. Give me an acrobatics or athletics check. As he attempts to grapple onto you. Oh, he just clings against the side of your shield. And you see his fangs, these long canines, out of his teeth or out of his mouth, bite down hard onto the metal of your shield before he just lets go, abandoning the risk of trying to bite you, and he just takes off towards the town.
Oh, do we get a attack on him?
He moves out of both of your reach, and you both have advantage on him as you are flanking him. That hits, Strahd. Okay. As your hammer slams into his back, how do you want to do this?
I just kind of want to hit him to like knock him out.
So you want to do non-lethal damage, you're saying?
Yeah,
Break his hip.
I don't.
Okay. As you're... Well, then technically he never makes it out of your range.
Oh yeah, technically he doesn't
He
actually.
gets out of hers, yeah. As you swing your warhammer out, it clocks him in the back of his head and he falls unconscious next to Tem. And combat is over currently.
Can I pull out a wooden stake and approach the body?
Pulls a wooden stake out and he approaches the body, and as he does, the priest from inside runs over and he stands over the unconscious form of the creature and he says, "No, please, please. He's
Sir, this is not your son anymore.
I would have to agree.
Do you know of a way to change him back?
I am praying. It will work. We just have to have faith."
And how long have you been
That-
praying?
For some time.
But that's all you know to do. You don't know of any other way.
I don't know if there is another way.
The marks on your door, the marks on the Burgomeister's door, I mean, all caused by him. Did he kill the Burgomeister's father too? Is that
This was not Doru. Doru did not do this. My son, he returned here and he told me that he had been bitten by that devil, that horrible creature. And he's never hurt him. He's never bitten anyone else. He's never fed, but it started to become something he couldn't control anymore, and he kept asking for it, so I had to lock him away, and I've been trying to find a way. There is a way. And as he says this and he's pleading with you, he stands up from the prone form of his son, and you hear what sounds like a very heavy wind coming off the hill behind the church. And you look, I mean, and then it carries up above the church. And as you hear the wind carry above the church, you look up and you see a small circle in the fog start to open up as a beam of bright sunlight penetrates through the circle, directly centered on Doru, the priest's son. You watch as he quickly burns to ash in a screaming mess.
Oh my.
Guess your
Spot-
God. Guess your
Okay.
God has answered your prayers.
This was not my god.
I look up to this where the sunlight came from.
Give me a perception check.
19.
19.
Mistake
Okay. As you look up towards that hole, it now closing, the light fading back to its not very bright form. You see further off in the distance from where the sound emanated from, you see a silhouette of an individual reaching up towards the sky. Can't really make out who the silhouette is, but you do see a person standing there, almost like a shadow that was reaching up towards the sky, and as the hole closes, their hand lowers and they walk back into the woods up there on the hill.
There was a creature up there. He caused that sunlight.
The devil.
Who is this devil that you speak of?
Oh, the devil Strahd, of course. He's who did this to my son.
Think he would be out here in the forest? From what I've heard of the Strahd, he would
Well,
not.
the forest was up on the hill, like way up on the mountain. There's a very large mountain behind the cemetery that goes really high up into the fog, and you can't really see very much but small little scatterings of forest along the mountainside. And that's where you saw the figure. And so he wasn't really close to the
Yeah.
town per.
From what I've heard of the Strahd, he would not hide in the shadows like that. He would deal with what he needs to in person.
Oh, that is the Strahd you would hear about. And he lowers his head, walks back into the church, and closes the door behind him.
We have a
And that is
few-
where we're going to end tonight's session.
Help! I'm trapped in the church.
Eli is still at the church.
Oh God! It's gonna kill me.
You
That
killed
is
my
where-
son. Now I'm gonna kill one of you.
I was about to execute him.
Me too.
No, you weren't.
I would like to leave.
Before I forget, next week, can I take my empty bottle of holy water and get some of the ashes?